It's word on the street. It's pretty simple. We say hi to the people. We talk to them, and we always start off with what is the word on the street.
Please.
Smash.
Smash.
I was gonna say please what, but I mean, see, are you sticking with that?
Yeah.
Please smash.
Please smash.
So you guys, are you here for? I don't even know what this is. It's like some sort of, I guess, like Indian parties festival. Are you here for this, or you are?
No,
We're just here for
we're
the
just
day.
here for the day. I've
You,
got a flight out this
really?
evening. Yeah.
Where you from? Australia?
I'm from New Zealand.
Close. I'm from Malta.
Malta.
It's an island. Like
I'm trying to figure out if you have an accent or not.
I have a
Sounds
slight
English.
English accent.
Yeah, a little.
I mean, I know I do have an English accent, but I grew up in Malta. It's a little island in Europe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why do you have an English accent then?
I lived in the UK for 5 years. Yeah.
So you're here on vacation.
Squirrel. Sorry, we don't have those.
I guess that's a North America thing. Like squirrels aren't.
And
Yeah,
they're
they're-
like big squirrels too. Look at the tails. It's so bushy. Anyway.
Sorry.
So you're here on vacation, business trip.
We work on a boat. I work on a sailing yacht. She works on a motor yacht.
We're
and
in
we're in
Newport.
Newport at the moment. And we just got the bus in.
So you're like the crew. Like what do you do on the boat?
Yeah, we're stewardesses.
You can say below deck if you want, but it's not.
But it's far more crazy.
It's way worse. No, I'm joking. It's great. We love it. We love our jobs.
What type of boat is it?
She's on a sailing boat and I'm on a motorboat.
A what?
But a motorboat.
Motorboat.
Yeah.
Is this like it's not like a cruise? Like it's just people.
No, it's like a privately owned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
like a yacht.
yeah, a yacht.
Yeah.
Okay.
A yacht.
Yeah.
Who's the owner of the yacht? Someone famous?
Nah, just some guy.
It's
rich
some
guy.
rich Dutch guy.
No,
What a finance guy or something?
a businessman, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not like a celebrity or anything. Those are more like, I mean, celebrities have sailing boats, but they also,
Yeah.
I think they have the like big, like,
Yeah,
big motor yachts.
So how do you like it? What's it like working on a boat?
It's pretty cool.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. We get to travel for free.
We were just in the Caribbean,
There you go.
which was cool.
We get fed. We don't pay
Had
rent.
some jerk chicken. We don't pay rent.
How does it work? Like I imagine they're not. If it's a guy's boat, he's not going to be traveling like all the time. So
No,
it's
they just come for holidays
Yeah.
throughout the year, like
Most
for a
of the time
couple
it's just
weeks.
us crew.
Yeah,
you're still in the boat even if he's not on it.
yeah. We've been on
We're
for
full
both
time.
of us for 6 months, so we've seen him for 2 weeks of that.
Yeah.
Wait, so what are you doing on the boat if he's not there? Like you're.
My favorite question. Nothing.
Walking around with
Absolutely
like a
nothing.
spanner, looking really busy.
No, there's a lot of maintenance. There's always something to
Yeah,
do.
there's
on a
always
boat.
something to do.
Okay. But you guys get to like essentially. I imagine it's less like when he's not there, right? Like less
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
When
totally.
he's there, it's full on.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
we work like dogs, but it's still.
It's just like
pretty,
8 to
it's
5.
a good balance.
Yeah.
When we're not.
So you essentially get paid for the most of the time to be able to like travel around, be on the boat, have your own boat, and like.
Exactly. We just live on his boat.
Yeah.
How'd you get into this?
I grew up sailing,
Yeah.
and it just was a little segue for me, a little break from the real world, and
Yeah, I just like boats and I wanted to travel, so here I am.
So what's last 6 months, last year? Where have you been? You've been here, Caribbean.
we've
Yeah.
been in Mallorca. We started in Mallorca, and then we sailed across the Atlantic Ocean, which was like 2 weeks, and then we got to Antigua, and then we went to St. Bart's for a week, and then Bermuda, and then Bermuda to Newport.
Are they, can I come on the boat for like 1 week? It's like I don't know. I'll help like wash the dishes or something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, totally.
Mid-temp crew,
You can be fourth stew.
fourth stew.
Do you like laundry?
Yeah.
Do I like what?
You can
Laundry.
fold some clothes if you want.
I wouldn't say I like it, but you know, if I get to go to I don't know the Caribbean, yeah, I'll be the in-house like entertainment. I'll be
Yeah.
I'll broadcast
We
it.
need a
mediator in our crew.
Like a little like dancing monkey, you know what I mean? Like do something funny.
I can dance, but I'll draw the line at the monkey part. So I can do a little dance. I can interview all the crew. I can interview the owner. we'll put out a series of like boat life or something. Yeah, I'll be the I'll be the on house media guy.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Great.
I think you guys gonna pitch this to the owner?
Absolutely. We see
Gotta
him
be
in a few
social
weeks.
media manager.
Yeah.
We're picking him up in New York actually in a few weeks. So just
I'll take
you
it.
come on down
There
to
we
the
go.
dock and we'll
Yeah.
just stow you away.
Yeah. So when you guys go see him again, or maybe I guess before that, I don't know the timeline, but you'll have to bring it up to him. That way, when you come back to New York, I'll meet you guys on the dock, and we'll go. Where's he go? Well, though, that's the question. Where you go?
We're going to New York actually.
We're
We're
going
gonna
to Maine.
from New York to Maine, I think, for like 3 weeks, just cruising up and down.
That's actually perfect because it's a relative.
I need a ride there.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like it's relatively close. Like if you said, I don't know, we're going to South Africa. Like I gotta be back here. Yeah, but Maine, I'll go there for like a week, come back. Yeah.
Great.
All right. What are the odds that he says yes? What do you think?
Very
Pretty
slim.
fucking slim.
Pretty slim odds, yeah.
Well, you got to pitch it right. You gotta. It's kind of a lot of pressure on you guys. You gotta know how to sell it.
Speak to us unless he wants a coffee.
Really?
So it's just a bit tricky.
He's not the very outgoing social type.
Particularly, no.
Is he like very serious, like
Very
straight business?
Yeah.
Tell him. Well, I guess can you say what? Yeah. Yeah. Tell him to take it easy. No. What do you are you able to say what business he does?
Probably
like clothing.
Yeah, he owns a lot of clothing brands, but we probably shouldn't say.
I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know if I could help with that too much. Yeah, he buys and resells clothes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if he did like I don't know some sort of business or finance like something I could help with him maybe, but clothing I don't know. I don't know if I could help him with clothing because that might have been a better pitch if he's a serious guy like hey I'll help you with a business. Yeah, I'll help you.
We met him in the park.
Yeah. Just put me in touch. I'll be the sales guy for him. Whenever he has to do like negotiations or something, I'll go in ahead and I know the closing business. It's it's tough margins. Yeah. All right. So how long have you been in New York?
About
About
an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're leaving tomorrow?
tonight.
I'm leaving tonight. My flight's at midnight.
Where you aren't you? I thought the whole point was you live on the boat. Like where you?
Yeah,
She's
she's
going on holiday.
I'm going on holiday.
I'm going back to the boat tonight.
You're going on the boat.
Yeah.
You're going on
Holiday.
holiday.
Yeah. Leave.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Italy. I'm doing a race with my family on another sailing boat.
So
A yacht. A yacht. Yeah, a boat race.
Are you
Not the one with beer. though.
Not a big yacht.
Are you like a boat race? Are you driving the boat or you're on the boat? Like what does
Yeah,
that mean?
Like, we're a race crew, so my dad is going to be the skipper,
Okay.
drives the boat, and then I'll pull the ropes and
Look pretty.
backseat drive as well, probably.
Is that correct to say to drive the boat?
Yeah.
Steer the boat.
Steer.
Steer
Yeah.
the boat.
Yeah.
I knew it was something. I knew it wasn't driving. It's like yeah. So is this the first time in New York? You've probably been here before,
I've
right?
been here before,
I have
like 6
not.
years ago.
No.
Her first
Never.
time.
First
in a
time.
Big city.
Crazy.
Have you been to the U.S.?
No, never.
Really?
Yeah, first time. Culture shock.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But in a good way. It's
Yeah.
great.
What's the biggest change from? I don't even know where to compare it to because you've been to a lot of places. So I guess what stands out about U.S. New York?
The people.
Yeah, the Americans are crazy.
Just you guys are just like not real. I don't know because we grow up watching so much like American
Yeah,
TV.
it
We're
feels like-
surrounded by like American pop culture and shit. Then you get here and it's
so-
like
and it's real. It's like actually what it's like.
Yeah.
It is accurate. Because you don't
like
see
this.
media
You
from
don't
where
get
we're
this
from.
in a park in New
Oh
Zealand.
no, I was gonna say you don't get word on the
I
street.
see
You don't
shit
get.
on TikTok all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly. No, every fifth person in New York and LA is doing this. So.
Yeah.
Not actually,
But-
you'll.
You've got competition here.
Do you have like the
In this
slot
park.
booked out for
But you
the
got the
next couple
monopoly of this
hours?
park at least.
We're trying to get a monopoly. I don't have a slot because if I did, I would be over there.
Right.
But because that's where I was last.
So are we
weekend.
gonna run into some more?
I don't think so. I actually. So I'm here for the summer. So this is my second week doing it here. But I had two mics before, but now I'm using this one, so it's it's fine. But we over that Big Ten over there is where I was last week. and it's good. You know, more traffic. You got the fountain in behind, but yeah, here I don't know. We walked in. There's some sort of festival going on, so we had to set up over here. But
Do you know what is it celebrating?
I'm not sure what it is. It's some sort of Indian festival or some sort of India party. But they're here for the day, so we're over here. We're working on getting a monopoly though. We're working on reserving a space. To answer your question though, I haven't seen anyone else doing this here, but like there probably is. But they're not as good as Word on the Street. Word on the Street is number one. Yeah.
So where can we find
But
you?
this isn't like just your thing. Word on the Street is like a. I didn't. No.
Hold on.
No, but it's like a thing, isn't it? Word on the Street, like.
Yeah, it is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my thing.
You trying to say he's not original?
Yeah.
No.
But
No.
So word on the street is like a phrase, right?
Yeah.
But this is the show Word on the Street.
right.
Okay.
This is his brand.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I respect it. It's a
Yeah.
good brand.
It's a very big brand. We're gonna be it's the biggest brand.
Biggest brand.
We're taking over,
Yeah.
and we are on Instagram and YouTube.
Great.
Last time we got a bunch of questions saying like, oh, is this on TikTok? We actually don't do TikTok.
Fuck TikTok.
Yeah, we hate TikTok.
Instagram reels all
We
the way.
hate TikTok.
Yeah, boo TikTok.
Just spend hours scrolling Instagram Reels.
Yeah.
It's way better.
We're way
Yeah,
better.
Reels is better. I mean, we can all agree, right? Reels is better.
Okay.
100%.
I never thought I'd say that, but
No, it is.
I do agree.
It is.
So I mean, you said it's a big culture shock. Like, have you encountered any characters here? Like, besides me?
One that's really going to stick with me for the rest of my life, I think. this lovely lady. We were at a pub. We were all having a jolly old time, and she's like, "Where are you from?" And our mate's like, "Oh, I'm English," and she's like, "Where in English are you from?" And that was pretty shocking. And also, the waiter thought New Zealand was in Asia. So yeah.
That one's a bit more because Oceania. It's like kind of like
I can I'll let that one slide because my geography is shocking as well.
the English one is like that one you can't really
Yeah,
let that
we
one
just
slide.
can't get over
So funny.
our accents though. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Every time we like speak to any American, they're like, "Where are you from?
Yeah.
You're not from
Yeah.
here." Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then because we're not. Like they assume she's Australian and then I'm English, and then we have to explain that we're not, and that's
Yeah.
a whole like other fucking half an hour of
And then they all probably say, "Well, you basically are, right?"
yeah.
Like,
And I'm like, you know what, fuck it. At
I
some
just
point in
say
the night,
yes.
I just give up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm English
Yeah.
from London.
well, for us, it's because you guys like your accent. It's kind of you also kind of always see it as the same sort of like Australia, New Zealand, England, sort of South Africa. But I guess we'll say England. Like it's such a I don't know. Like whenever you talk, does everyone go up to you? They're like Botlowo or stuff like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
For us, it's such a like.
But to be fair, we do bully
We
Americans,
bully American
like,
accents
every
so
5
much.
seconds. So I think in this conversation, I've probably done it already a few times.
I don't know if that's bullying. I mean,
Yeah.
we get.
You've got a very tolerable accent.
Yeah. Tolerable.
Do I have an accent?
For like, sorry.
I don't know if I have it. Like I sound like an American.
accent.
Yeah, but yours is
But it's pretty
fine.
neutral.
Yeah,
It's not like
you can tell I'm American, but it's
the
not
ones
like
we take the piss out of. That's what I'm trying to say.
what, like the Texas. Like,
Yeah, like
Or
super
the, like,
southerner
or
or
the
super
sort of-
like
Or like
what's a valley girl?
Valley Girl accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some. New York is kind of an accent. I don't really know how to do it. We have Valley Girl, California, LA, New York,
Yeah.
New Jersey. We have like it's kind of Italian. It's like New York / Italian. It's a bit of both. We have Texas or like I guess South. Like I'm not sure how to do that. Boston has an accent. Yeah. Boston. Oh, do you guys do any other accents?
Can we do any other accents?
Yeah.
Not
Probably
for
not without
live
offending some
TV.
people.
Yeah, but besides the one that you're currently doing, like
Yeah, this is all
Yeah, this is-
act.
this is
We
how-
don't actually.
I don't want
want
to offend anyone.
I mean, my accent changes every 5 seconds anyway. I don't know how to do any accent.
so what's going on in Malta? Should I go to Malta?
stuff happens.
Yeah.
It's a country, just normal country stuff. Got a government, corruption, severe economical and financial issue and social issues.
Are there any like what's the biggest thing going on in Malta right now?
In what way?
Anyway.
Actually, I have something to say. They're trying to turn. So Malta is a very lacking green spaces, massively. It's all being overconstructed and stuff. And there's this one little bit in the island that it was like a really old fort from World War whatever, and it's like a really sick fort, and it's green, it's like this massive park or whatever. And the government have just bought it, and they're threatening to not threat. They're pitching. They're trying to get a permit to build a hotel, something creates stupid
McDonald's.
and some fucking car park American shit, and it's
Car park, parking lot.
parking lot. And I'm pissed off about it. That's what I have to
tell
say.
him.
Yeah.
I
But
think
I love my country also.
I think I saw a few years ago because they used to have the citizenship by investment, right? Malta?
Yeah.
Or was that Cyprus? They
No,
both had it. But did they get rid of it because it was being
Russians.
okay?
Yeah.
I think what
I think it's still a thing now.
I think it's either Malta or Cyprus that they got rid of it entirely. Is that them or no?
I don't know. I know that we have it and that it was a thing growing up, but and I know it changed during the war, the Russia-Ukraine war. But I think other people can still do it. But I really wouldn't know because I just live there. So
So she gave a character for, I guess, to represent America. What about you? Have you met any characters while you've been here?
my bike guy.
Oh yeah.
I went on a date with this guy from Massachusetts. Massive, huge tits.
Where in Massachusetts? Did you say?
Some town. It was so fun. He has a Harley.
Okay.
So I had a full American day. We went and got lobster rolls, and he took me out on his Harley, and we went to the pier and whatever, somewhere around Newport. And it was fucking sick. It was the most American thing I've ever done in my life.
Was this when you were here 6 years ago?
No.
This was today?
This was last week.
I thought you got here
No,
today.
Newport. Sorry, I'm talking about Newport. We got to New York today.
We've been in Newport for
We've
a
been in
week.
Newport for a week.
Newport, Rhode Island, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you like Americans? What's the general good, bad, different?
I'll
Pleasantly
give
surprised.
America thumbs up
Yeah.
for now.
been
Apart
fun.
from all of the other bad things about America,
Like what?
just everything, the obvious things.
Gun violence.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you compare it to. What would you say is on that note, what's the number one, not country, people of the country, number one group of people?
ooh, best people.
Yeah.
Well, as in.
I think the Irish are fucking
Irish.
hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Every Irish person I meet is just a crackhead.
Yeah, that's
in a good
fair.
way.
You
But
do
also,
an Irish accent?
oh no, I work with an Irish guy and he'd kill me if he. Barracuda.
Play some Peel.
Peel. Yeah, it's true. It's true. What else does he say?
Not
It's
much.
funny stuff. Yeah.
So we like the Irish then.
We like the Irish.
So do we like Boston then?
Boston.
We accidentally went to Boston
Oh,
the
yeah.
other night.
We drove
Accidentally.
from Newport to Providence to buy ourselves new phones because we all broke our phones in Antigua, and and on the way back I typed in the shipyard name in Newport and it took me to the one
Oh,
in
really?
Boston, which was 2 hours.
And none of us
away.
noticed the
We
whole
We didn't
drive.
realize until we were there. It was fucking
We're like, where are these
high-rise
stuck?
buildings. We're like, what?
You spend the night or you drive back?
We
Like,
just
Turn
drove
around.
straight back. It was 2
Someone
hours
else
back
had
to
to get
fucking
back.
Providence.
I mean, at least you got to see Boston, right? Got a sense of it, right?
Window.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll have to go back there. I want
Yeah.
to see Boston.
Yeah.
It seems pretty cool.
All right. Well, I don't want to keep you guys too long. What you're going back tonight, right? So
Yeah.
what do you have planned until then?
We're going to a cafe. My friend, who's spent a lot of time here, so I've got a lot of recommendations from her. And we're going to a cafe down there. And then probably go to some cool vintage shops. And then we're going to go get something really like New York to eat. Like
What
a
would
slice
you
of
recommend?
greasy pizza.
Yeah, I mean you got the New York pizza,
Yeah.
bacon, egg, and cheese. I mean, you must have had that, right?
Yeah.
Big.
But not from New York.
Yeah, you gotta
Hot
yeah,
dog.
hot dog, chopped cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
We're just
you
gonna live the New York life today.
yeah, they have all. You've probably seen like 50 all the food trucks, the halal carts, like lamb over rice or whatever. I don't know if that's a New York thing, but like to me it is. All right, so you're going to the cafe, maybe a store, see New York, then you're going back tonight.
I'm going back to Newport, yeah.
And you're JFK. And where are you going on holiday?
Italy. I'm flying to Rome.
Rome.
Yeah.
Well, we always end with, what message do you have for the audience?
Get on a boat and go sail across an ocean. Just once in your life. That's my message. No?
Yeah, great message.
Yeah. Do you have a message?
I would say stay silly to the whole world
Stay silly.
all
Wait,
the time.
Okay, show the tattoo.
As my have a tattoo.
Take it off.
Take it off.
Show me. Show them.
I want to see the Stay Silly tattoo.
It says stay silly.
Stay silly, and it's a flower with the tongue out. There we go. Are you who's the silliest people? Are Americans the silliest?
No way. That's so sensible.
They think
We got kicked out of a baseball game yesterday.
For what?
Like drinking and being silly.
Like, you're wild.
Yeah.
They think we're crazy.
We're not.
I think the thing about America is that there's all types of people. So you'll get
Yeah,
people who are like, you'll get people who are very silly, very wild. You get people who are like very, serious. And I don't know if you really get that too many other places. Like New York's the perfect example.
Yeah, we've already seen all sorts of characters this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a good rest of your time in New York, and
You too.
yeah, this has been Word on the Street. Yeah.
Word.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
I just told him whenever someone sits down, just start the camera. Although actually no, if you followed that wouldn't have been good because then we were talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, whatever. All right, now we're going. We're here with Word on the Street. This is kind of like this could also be like a Meet Cornell because we got my man Tansky here. He's also in the city for the summer, and he had to stop by, say hi, and of course we always start off with what's the word on the street.
Well, the word on the street is that it's hopping here in Washington Square Park. There's a big there's a big festival going on. There's a lot happening here. It's a vibe. I honestly don't get to come here too often, so it's pretty great to see this going on.
When was the last time you were in the park?
I mean, I usually don't make it this far downtown because I'll either be in Midtown or I'll be kind of like Soho down, like fully downtown. So it's not too often that I'm here. I think the last time was when I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is. We've been talking about it for like the whole time. I mean, basically, it's obviously some sort of like festival. I don't think it's a religious thing, but I don't know. We've just been calling it an Indian party. I mean, I imagine you don't know what it is, right?
No, I don't have any idea.
We might have to check it out. I mean, they got all types of stuff going on. They got like face paint, they got yoga, they got like children's theater, they got a bunch of food. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, which of those is the most appealing to you? The yoga, the food?
I mean, the yoga looks really great. I mean, if it wasn't raining right now, it'd definitely be down. But also, I think the food looks really good. Like, a ton of different booths.
We might have to try some of the food later. I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, yoga, the rain, they're in the tent, so that might be a reason to do the yoga. What do you think?
I mean, it's a benefit. I think it's really a really cool event, kind of seeing what's going on.
You're a fan?
I am a fan.
I have a little bit of beef because they took the prime location. Obviously you'd want to be right by the fountain doing the word in the street and the traffic, but this works too. We got the statue, we got people coming by, so everything's good. I guess we'll talk on, I don't know, what's a hot topic, or not a hot topic, but here's something we could talk about, like okay. What's the because you're working in the city, but you're living in Westchester, right?
Yes, that is true.
So how do you compare the two? Would you rather be living in the city? What's it like living there, coming here?
I mean, it's definitely doable commuting in, because like I can easily walk to the train station, go to Grand Central, and then take the subway to wherever I need to go. So it's honestly not that big of a deal. If my hours were insane and I was working till 11 p.m. every day, then it might not be the easiest. But like the way the situation is right now, it's totally doable.
I imagine, if you're here full time, you'd want to live in here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, I forgot. Oh, I gotta ask. How are we feeling about the Trump Elon breakup?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, I think it's definitely really interesting, kind of seeing what's going on.
Is it real?
I mean, I think they're getting back together. It seems like a little bit. They spoke on the phone recently, right?
Did they really?
Yeah, I mean, he called up. I think like what had happened on Thursday, and then Monday he called the chief of staff. Tuesday he called with Vance and Trump. So, I think the gang's back together. And he said he regretted some of the comments, right?
I saw Elon said I think he tweeted that he went a bit, not that he didn't say he went a bit too far, but he said he regretted it. Did Trump say something like that?
I mean, I think they said that they wish each other the best.
Yeah, I mean that'll be interesting. Maybe it'd be funny if he comes back. They do Doge 2.0 or something, but that's probably not going to happen.
Honestly, I think it's still going on right now. A lot of the Doge stuff, even though he's not running it anymore.
I think it is. I think he's like more as an advisory role. I think they were pretty clear that he's got to go help Tesla because seems like they haven't been doing the best recently. Yeah, I mean, are you hoping they get back together?
I mean, it's really funny kind of watching them go at each other online in a public manner. But I mean, I think it's really kind of important to talk about these things, especially today, given that there's so many protests going on in the city for No King's Day. So I think it's really an important topic to kind of discuss how these oligarchs, how these people kind of impact our politics, impact kind of the president of the United States.
Yeah, what is that? I've been seeing there's like a lot of protests. I'm seeing No King's Day. I mean, I kind of get generally what's going on, but like, do they have a specific, like, what is that? Do you know?
I mean, I honestly don't pay a ton of attention to it, but my understanding is it's just, I think, protesting kind of what we're talking about. Elon protesting what we're talking about with Trump being involved in New York City politics too, and really a lot of that.
I guess that makes sense, the name No King's Day. Yeah. There was I was going on the subway the other day. There was a guy who was like handing out, he was like, free bookmarks, you want free bookmarks? Then afterward, it's like a bookmark saying like, oh, come protest Trump, which, it's good you give out the free bookmarks, but if you're going to try and get people, like a bookmark's not going to do it, right? Like they either go or not. But it was interesting. Yeah, do you have any subway stories from this summer in general?
I mean, I don't have any big subway stories. The police presence in Grand Central was actually huge today. Like, got off my train, ton of police officers, one with the bullhorn, basically directing everyone which way to go. So I think it's definitely, police presence is definitely heightened with the subways, heightened with at Grand Central, and all of that.
You feel safer?
I think it's, yeah, especially with kind of what's been going on and the fact that it's intern season and interns can be pretty easy picking sometimes. It's good to see.
No, same thing. Like it's always good. Like especially if it's later or certain place. If they have police presence, it's generally good. Unless I'm the one committing a crime, which hasn't happened yet. So I think it's generally good. I did. There was someone the other day on the train I was in. They had a seizure. I think I was telling Joaquin. He was like, he was standing next to me, and he seemed tired. Like he was holding on the railing. He was like this. It's like, okay, he's a bit tired. But then he seemed like pretty tired, so he went to sit down. He sat down, and then he started. I didn't see it, but like I just heard the woman next to him be like, "Oh, he's having a seizure," and he was like, not out, but he wasn't shaking or anything, but he was just like clearly not doing well. And it was my stop, the next one. It was like 10 seconds off, so I had to, I got off. But they were like, oh, we got to take him to the hospital. So That's my first like real subway story. I didn't really have one before.
Yeah, that's really crazy. I definitely I haven't experienced anything like that. Yeah.
You guys want to come on Word on the Street? I don't know. Should we? Do you have a last message for the audience?
Peace and love. Let's go New York City.
we
What?
go.
No,
You
you're
from New York?
Yeah.
New York City love. Yo, what's up, man?
Boom boom.
Yeah, let's go.
What part of New York you from?
Upper East
I'm
Side.
here for the movie. Bronx or home?
It's still Manhattan.
Oh, you on the west side.
Yeah.
That's nice.
All right,
Stay
dude.
blessed.
Thanks, dude. Do you
I
want to
love
see?
you.
Hey, you want to come on?
I think it's some other movies on.
You wanna come on Word on the Street?
Yeah.
What were you saying to him? You said you were from a movie or?
Yeah, I'm Brooklyn. I'm from a movie. I don't know, a couple of movies. They've been, I guess, hidden cameras or some shit. But I'm having fun though. I miss my wife, Kimberly Allison Miller. Yeah, like I know I fucked up, but I ain't gonna fuck
Word
up
on the
again.
streets, tits and ass.
That's word. So what's the word on the street?
We're asking the people. You know, people come by. It's pretty.
Really?
Yes.
Word on the street is this.
Yeah.
Word on the street, there's people in power, right?
Yeah.
That use their help and go and weaponize the fact that they're governors and shit like that. And they weaponize the fact that they could put their son in jail. So guess what they do? They use the rural neighborhoods and the criminals and whatever as porno categories in real life.
As what?
Porno categories. So there's people out there actually going out here shopping for pussy and shopping for dick in rural neighborhoods in real life. So you think that you arguing with your girlfriend over a job and shit like that? They're actually trying to save your life because they probably threatened your life to put you in the jail or kill you.
You mean like are you saying like human trafficking, that type of stuff?
Yeah, human trafficking, but at a government level. Like they try to make it legal like porno, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Like with, they lock you up or whatever so that they can, do.
Do what they want to do with your family and do what they want to do with your woman. That's what's going on. Because how do you get a next man to go against his best friend? I don't know, take his woman and start an argument. Or how do you make a man kill himself? I don't know, take his woman and start some shit. That's what I think is going on. But yeah, I'm August Jordan. I'm also G.O.D. from Bigo. You heard? So like, watch out for your woman, man. And watch out for these fucking creep ass officers and whatever. Peace, man.
All right, appreciate it. Boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, it's Word on the Street. We just talk to the people that come by, and very, very open-ended. And we always start off with the same question: what is the word on the street?
The word on the street is energy. There's a lot of energy in this park tonight or today. There was a lot of energy yesterday. The city is up. They're around, and they're living, whether it's hail, rain, or shine.
I was here yesterday. Was this going on too?
I wasn't here yesterday. I was exploring a few of the other parks, and I think there were similar celebrations going on. But no, this is definitely something special. A lot of people out, a lot of people from different backgrounds too. So it's great to see.
Do you know what this is? Because we were trying to figure it out. It's some sort of festival. It seems like a lot of Indian, Middle Eastern people. What is it? Do you know?
Can't help you there, unfortunately. I know it's an Indian festival. My family is Indian, but I'm not sure what it is exactly. I was going to search it up actually as I was walking, so can't help there, unfortunately.
Are they going to be mad at you for not knowing?
No, my mum should be all right. Well, we'll see. I don't know about other people, maybe, but yeah.
So you live in New York. You're here for the summer, visiting.
I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I live and work there. I'm visiting some friends in New York. Just been here for a couple of days and going to be here for a few more. Just walking around, seeing the sights and having a good time.
Have you been here before?
I've been here a few times before. I've been 3 or 4 times, and each time I've normally spent the weekend or so in a different area, and so I'm just exploring what New York has to offer. There's so much going on everywhere.
That's the thing. It's hard to run out of new places or things to do. So I guess this time, like, what are some new things you're trying, new places you're going?
Yeah. So one of the big things that I wanted to do was cycle along the Hudson River, and I'm staying in East Village, and so I put the Google Maps coordinates to Hudson River, and it said about 20 minutes to cycle over. I ended up cycling through Brooklyn, over the bridge, around, and finally made my way to Hudson River. So I've cycled a lot around the city. unknowingly because it's been hard to follow Google Maps. But yeah, I've enjoyed cycling. I've enjoyed visiting some of the other parks and just trying all the different food that's around. I'm going to have some Georgian food later tonight, and we'll see what that has to offer. But I'm sure it's going to be great.
Different from the Georgian food you're used to, right?
Definitely different from the Georgian food I'm used to, but I haven't had any before, so my palate is clean and I'm ready to experience it.
So when are you going back to Atlanta?
I'll be back. I'll be going back in a few days. So,
Will you be there next weekend?
will I be in Atlanta next weekend? I'll be in Atlanta next weekend.
It's funny you mentioned that. I'm going to Atlanta next Friday.
Yes.
I'll be there Saturday, then I'll fly back like Sunday evening. I got something I'm doing over there, but I'm going for the first time, so I'm only there for like a day or two, but I have something scheduled, but I don't know what's it like. Is there anything I should try and see?
Oh yeah, I'm sure if I kind of give out some of the places, I'm gonna get flamed in the comments. I know that's coming, but do one. Very cliche. I'm gonna call it out right now, but it's the Beltline. It's a long kind of paved pathway that during the summer especially, everybody's out there. They're cycling, they're rollerblading, they're blasting music, they're walking, talking. There's bars and restaurants. Anything your heart can desire is out there. That is the cliche, stereotypical response, but that's the place to be during the summer.
Good place to do word on the street, right?
Yeah, you'll get an infinite number of people from an infinite number of backgrounds to do word on the street. So yeah.
Joaquin, you want to come to Atlanta?
Joaquin, come to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Beltline's going to be great, and you don't have to hold an umbrella or be drenched in rain too.
Exactly. So So how long you been in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta for the last 4 years. I've been living and working there. I came over on a scholarship to study for a little bit, and then ended up working with some people that I met. So
You at UGA?
I was at Georgia State, so as part of my scholarship, it's more of a cultural immersion scholarship, where they select an international student to come study in Atlanta every year, and I was a student selected as part of this program, and they put me at Georgia State and lived there on campus, attended classes, and yeah, it was a great time.
You liked it so much you wanted to stay?
Liked it so much I wanted to stay. Atlanta is really unique. It's got great people, great energy too, and great opportunities in any field really.
How are you liking it so far?
It's been great. It's been great. I'm loving it. Atlanta is awesome. The thing that I do need to do more is explore more of the US because my family's Indian, but I'm from Australia, and I've visited the US a few times before. But it is incredible how huge it is, but how different each state is. It's almost like each state is its own country, and there's just so much to explore. I mean, you go street to street here, and it's a different vibe altogether. So I need to spend some more time exploring other states. But yeah,
Do you have a place that's like number one to go next?
probably Colorado or Texas. I haven't been to either. Colorado, I have a friend up there, but I'm not much of a skier or snowboarder, and so I'm terrible on the slopes. But I'd still love to visit Colorado. And then as for Texas, I mean, I've heard a lot of different things about Texas. I'd love to see it myself.
It's funny, we I guess they weren't Australian, but the last or two interviews ago we were talking to two women. One of them was from New Zealand.
Yeah.
And I didn't really talk to her about this too much. We were talking about because they worked on a boat, so they essentially travel around all the time. So they're here for like a few days, then they're going to somewhere else. So we talked about that, but it came up again. So I don't know how similar is New Zealand to Australia, and like how do they compare to the United States?
That's a good question. I can't speak on how similar Australia is to New Zealand. I haven't been to New Zealand, but I do have Kiwi friends. I think they're relatively similar for the most part on the surface level, as most countries are. And we're within the same geographic regions, they speak the same language, similar values. So very similar on the surface. I'm sure if you dig a little bit deeper, there may be some differences, but I haven't been to New Zealand, so I don't know for sure. And then as for the differences between Australia, New Zealand, and the US, again, similar value systems, same language, but dig a little bit deeper into some issues of politics or economics and whatnot, then it becomes you can start to see the differences for. So that's kind of a non-opinion to your question, but there are differences. I couldn't really explicitly call out too many. I think, like I said, the US is just so diverse in terms of its states, people, backgrounds. Australia is too. It's a melting pot, but the country only has a population of 26 million.
Really?
And the US is what, 330, 340?
Yeah.
Texas is 30 million. It's bigger than Australia, and Australia is almost the same size as the US. I think the US is like 1.2 times bigger in terms of land size. So
What about from maybe a cultural perspective? Like if I went to Australia, let's say, is there anything that people do there that I would find, new or unique, or is there anything that Americans tend to do that they would see as a bit interesting?
yeah, I'm sure there are many. I think what you might be surprised by is, or you may know, there's the language that Australians use is typically a little bit more loose. Maybe throw out a few more swear words than required, and or the perception might be that you're throwing out a few more swear words than required, but it's part of the vocabulary, and oftentimes it doesn't really mean anything too much. So there's a difference there for sure. As for kind of Australians' perception, I guess, of the US, if you were doing anything in particular, I think Australians are pretty welcoming. Honestly, very welcoming, open to new experiences and new people, and travel a lot. A lot of the Australians travel, and there's a lot of them Australians in the US, in New York in particular, and throughout the Southeast and Europe. So they'll. I think that I hope, and I'm almost confident they'll welcome you with open arms.
Is there, if I were to go to Australia, what's the place to go? Tough question.
Yeah, let's split the nation up right now. The big cities: Melbourne, Sydney. I'm from Perth. Perth is a little bit quieter than Melbourne and Sydney, but it has its own unique characteristics and experiences and places to visit. In particular, some of the beaches that we have are just absolutely beautiful. Not very many people kind of live around them or spend time there. So during kind of an off season, beaches are just pristine. That's what's amazing about Perth. It has great cycling and running tracks around the Swan River, and it's just good energy and good people. Similar to Melbourne, if you like more music or raves, you'll enjoy Melbourne. And Sydney's the financial capital, I guess, of Australia. It's the powerhouse, and so it may be a little bit more corporate-y, I guess, compared to somewhere like Melbourne. And then you've obviously got the Sunshine Coast as well, and Brisbane, which are again known for their beaches.
Well, I mean, definitely sounds interesting. A lot of places, you want to go. Even like you were saying, even in the U.S., like there's so many. Even myself, like all the different states, they each have just something different to offer. But definitely go to Australia at some point. And
It's a long flight over.
it is a long flight. But before that, I will be going to Atlanta next weekend, so that'll be interesting. I'll check
Are you
out.
doing this again?
I'll probably try to.
I'm going to try something else. Try a different project.
Yeah, I have something I'm going there for, which will take up some time, and then
Yeah.
maybe like one or two events where I meet people.
Okay.
But I should have time to do this, so I think I'll try. Maybe during the day. I got to get someone to film though, but I don't know. Maybe I'll find someone.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I was going to say, depending on what day you're in, I might be free to film if it's a weekend. I'd be happy to film and be involved. You're gonna meet some very unique people in Atlanta, as you do anywhere. So I guess we can connect after, and we can see if I can help out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be there. I fly in I'll get there like Friday evening, I think, and then my flight out is Sunday at 3ish. So I'm there for the weekend. Yeah, I think I'll definitely try and do this because it's a new city, so it's a new place, new people. You kind of have to, right? At least this is my version of tourism, of seeing things. It's like you go places and you interview people, you talk to people. So
Different perspectives.
Exactly.
The same thing as well. You're going to get different perspectives from people of the same nationality on the same question. So no, it's a great way to learn about the world and people in general. So.
Oh yeah, I like doing it. I mean, we always, on that note, I don't want to keep you too long,
No
but
worries.
we always end with, what message do you have for the audience?
The message for the audience is be great today. Go out, go after it. I mean, honestly, the world is your oyster, and maybe that's kind of a very privileged thing to say, but if you have the ability to, go out, go after it. Be great today.
I agree. Get after it. Let's go. Boom. This is Word on the Street. We essentially just hang out in the park and we talk to the people. We say what's up. It's very open-ended.
Oh yeah.
We always start off with the same question. What is the word on the street?
It's Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra,
Okay.
the chariot festival. Yeah.
We were wondering because we weren't sure what was going on. Because usually we set up over there, you know, because that's where all the people are. But we came in and we saw the tents, so we're like, oh, you know, something's going on. It looks like it's a festival.
Yeah, it's a festival.
What's it for?
Well, it's an annual festival. It's been happening since last almost 40 plus years. Every year during this period of time, like in the month of June. And this is to celebrate the, you know, how this universe came about. And then, you know, there is a, so in our culture, like Sanatan Dharma, we have a belief that everything is managed and controlled by some super entities, right? Like, you know, US is managed and controlled by president, right? Similarly, this world, this earth, planet, all these things are managed by a supreme being who is all powerful, all knowledgeable, all wealthy, everything, whatever you can think of, what we have as a human being, he has in full. So that's what we are celebrating. And then we are also celebrating, you know, the diversity. Like you might have noticed, like there are all kind of people coming here from different backgrounds. So yeah, and then we chant, dance, music, food. Did you go to the food? There is a free food.
Is it really?
Yeah, there is a free food.
Really? What type of food is it?
It's a vegetarian food.
Okay.
Yeah, so limited
Yeah.
in terms of, but there's very tasty food.
I'll have to try it. I didn't know it was free. I thought they were
No,
they're not
it's
selling
free.
it.
It's always free. If you see any time there is a chariot festival going on, the food is always free.
Okay.
And then we also have not only food free, but also sometimes there are vegan options also, if in case somebody is vegan. Yeah.
Well, I'll have to check it out then. I mean, do you have any? What's your favorite food over there?
Well, actually, there is a rice, and then there is a Indian chickpeas.
Okay.
It's a like a curry sort of thing.
yeah.
It's a mix of that, and then there is a cheese, Indian cheese called paneer. So that's what it is. Yeah, and then there is a sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked by, saw they had a ton of things going on. They had music, they had a bit of food, they had like the face paint, they had yoga. Have you been here all day?
Yeah, we came from Maryland.
Really?
Yeah, we
You
drove.
came just for this?
Yeah, just for this festival. We came in a bus. We are a congregation from Delaware, state of Delaware, and we got up early to be here on time. Yeah, we came from all the way from that, and then yeah, this is all about music. You know, anything you think party is all about, right? So party has three main ingredients, right? Music, dance, and food.
Yeah.
All three is here.
There we go. Got it all covered.
Yep, exactly.
Number 4, good people, right?
Good people, yeah, of course, like, you know. So absolutely, you should come and talk to people. They're all nice people. And this is another thing, actually, I forgot to mention. Lord Jagannath is the Lord of the yoga system.
Okay.
Right, so you must have heard about the yoga, right? Yoga, right? So he is the creator of the yoga system.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is this associated with? Which religion? Which group?
Well, actually, we are from Sanatan Dharma, so it's not a religion, but you can call it a Hindu, right? It's a belief is the Hinduism, but we don't believe in like categorization, right? Classification. We are Sanatan means which has no beginning, no end. Like so, we eternity.
Yeah.
It was never created. It will never end.
Do they do this every year?
And this is every year in the month of June, and I think today is what, third Saturday of the June.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the second or third Saturday of the
one
June.
of
Yeah. And there is an institution here. It's called ISKCON, New York, which organizes this event. And this event happens all across the country, all across the world.
Wow.
Every country, almost like 100 plus countries, they celebrate this festival.
How long you been coming?
I've been here for like almost last 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Cool.
Which one was the best one? Do you know? Was there one that stood out, or they're all good?
Today is the best.
Yeah.
Even though it's raining, but you know, it's still like, you know, we should celebrate, right? We should enjoy. And it's summertime now, right? So even though it's raining,
Yeah, it doesn't
a little bit damped, but then, you know, yeah. Fun should never stop, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Don't let a little rain get in the way. You know?
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'll definitely come check it out later, and especially now that you mentioned there's free food, I'll come check it out. Seems cool. We always end with, what message do you have for the audience?
Well, actually, I would like to say like we all are same. Maybe like we might look different outside. We might have a different background, different ethnicity, but that at the end of the day, like we all are same. We are all part and parcel of one supreme personality, which is supreme being. I'm not being a religious here, but I'm being spiritual here, right? We are all spirit souls. So I want to say one thing that let's celebrate it.
Yeah. There
Right?
we go.
Yep, exactly.
Party.
Yep.
All right.
Let's party.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, we're here with Word on the Street. Just been chilling. This is a show where we hang out, we talk to the people. It's pretty open ended. Been talking with my man here for around like 20 minutes or so, and figured we might as well get him on. So we always start off with same question: what is the word on the street? Dramatic effects.
I'm in the actual middle of a street interview, not something else that I'm thinking of right now.
Correct.
What is the word on the street?
I like this. He's thinking about it. Most people answer right away. They're like, whatever. And, sometimes you get an alright answer, but what you got?
Buddha.
Buddha. Why Buddha?
He achieved something.
Did he? Wasn't it? What did he? What did he achieve?
They call it enlightenment.
Yeah. Are you enlightened?
I'm in a...
You're in a flow state.
No, I wouldn't say so. Well, maybe perhaps to a
Yeah.
higher degree, but I'm in a... How deep you want to get right now? No, how deep you... Like, do you want to censor or no?
I'm not censoring. You can censor if you want.
We're in New York City, though. Yo, I might say some crazy shit right now.
What do you, yeah, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. What do you mean?
Why do things cost money?
What are you gonna? What are you gonna say?
No,
It's
let's
like
start there.
Well,
Who controls the money supply?
what are you gonna say? The Jews?
I don't know if it's the Jews.
Alright.
Why is there an economic system that we exist in today that prints money in such a fashion that is so unconscious to the average American citizen?
I mean, it's a very big question, but don't you think it's kind of a natural progression? Like, of course you need money. Otherwise, what, we're gonna do a barter system for everything?
Why not?
I mean, you could. People have done it in the past, but then it's like, okay, you need exchange for something, but they don't want it, and it's supposedly equal value, but they don't want that thing at the exact time. Like, money has a purpose.
Yo, why'd I get straight to money? You know why? Because
Why?
I am bounded by certain aspects of time and money. That's what it is.
We all
That is what it is. And so it is the rate at which the brain goes to a particular chakra of the body system. Like, straight the fuck up. Like, am I going to be stuck in survival mode forever? And it's like, where are you wearing the fanny pack? Perhaps that has an effect on your spinal system, aka Kundalini, aka which chakra is more pronounced, less pronounced, more intense, less intense.
Yep.
So I've been wearing it around my what? Like sacral chakra area,
Yeah.
sacral root chakra area. So perhaps you draw more attention to that. So then perhaps what happens? You attract those sorts of realities versus like being in the heart chakra,
Okay.
which is like abounding infinite love.
What's the connection to money? Money's bounding.
Time as a concept is bounding. Money as a concept is bounding.
I agree with that.
Like, although one begins to smoke the ganja, and not just that, but like, well, yeah, that's part of it. Become more aware and situationally aware of the environment they exist in. And it's like there is a monetary process that needs immense overhaul.
Yeah.
There is perhaps an educational system that needs immense overhaul. There's a degree of inequality to so many things all the time, all at once, that one begins to conclude, maybe this isn't a good world after all. Perhaps Christ had a point when he said, be in this world, but not of it.
I don't know. I think everyone always says that, like, oh, there's all these problems on, look at all the wars, genocide, education, money system, but like, there's always going to be problems, and you can look at good things as well. And I don't know. At least for me, realistically, like, you kind of pick what you focus on, right? There's always going to be problems to an extent, and it's like, are you saying they're particularly more pronounced now than they have been in any other time? Or that they've always been bad, like things have always been bad, like, I don't know, things just are, and you can focus on the good or the bad, right?
Yeah. So, but then, but it's not about focus on the good or the bad. It's like focus on reality.
Yeah.
It's not focus on the good or the bad. It's like focus on reality.
Yeah.
That's the most realistic path, as it is. You follow what I'm saying?
But reality is good and bad.
Yo, because you're getting into some like manifestation delusion, I would say, that like perhaps people who don't want to confront the dark side get into, which is like, oh, let me exclusively focus on the good,
No,
like,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Let me escape into a false wonderland of my own imagination, or perhaps even the imaginations of others, right? And so it's like, look at reality for what it is, right? Here's a reality. Here's how it is, right?
Yeah.
Fuck around with it.
Yeah. I like that. No, I agree with you 100%. You don't want to be the person who's blindly saying everything is good. And it's like, yes, what I meant by that is that there's enough good and bad that, yeah, you want to acknowledge what's real. You want to acknowledge reality, but like, you can make one more pronounced than the other, right? So before, for example, you don't want to only focus on the good, but at the start, what I was kind of getting at is, it seems like you're only focusing on the bad, right? Like, oh, there's the education system, this, that, and then what? You're using to say that, the world is all messed up. It's like, you can do either, is my point. So I think you arrived on the right thing, which is focus on reality and then have fun with it. That I agree with.
That! And so it's like, shock art draws attention. So
how big of a jump did I do? I didn't do a huge jump.
Show people bad.
I looked a little bit of it.
Show people.
I agree, yeah.
Show people bad. Shock them.
Can we get a bark? Roof, roof.
Like a bark?
Yeah, like, whoa.
I'm no dog.
You're no dog? They're staring at us. What's going on?
Yo. Like, why be a dog when you could be like a dragon?
Dragons are cool. I don't know. They don't really make a sound. Do we know what they're like? They're like, "Roar." They make like a weird sound, and then like, yeah,
They spit such hot fire, you forget about the concept of sound.
We're getting into a freestyle right now.
Yeah, that almost sounded like the beginning of some sort of super hot fire.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
So what's the key? What's the key to having fun, fucking around with reality? Seem like a chill dude.
I mean, ganja is critical. Proper breath.
You do breath work?
I try to, but I think there's like a degree of like the body being so out of tune that it's like, which proper pranayam do you even need at that specific time? Pranayam is the Sanskrit for breath work.
Okay.
And prana is also like energy. So like breath work is related to energy. You see, like certain ancient languages, they carry such a greater immense depth to them. Because when you say this like Latinized, like Roman English, maybe that's perhaps what it can be called by some, It's like, breath work, breath. Okay, yeah, breathing sometimes is a work. But it's like pranayam, it's like,
well, more primal, more of a soul.
I'll even give you a different one. Like in Russian, it's like vozduch.
Yeah.
Vozduch. And so that's like, no, like inhale, vduch.
Yeah.
That one's into the spirit. That's what it means. Vduch. Into the spirit. So it's like energy into the spirit, breath work.
Yellow, blue, ruski yazik.
So I have failed the vow of silence.
Was it a vow?
Couldn't even call it a vow.
So how much weed do you smoke? How often you smoke? We're doing the vow of silence now. You know what? He's always looking straight ahead. I need to start doing that. I keep looking over. I feel like I'm losing aura points. Like I'll ask a question, then I'll turn and I'll face him. He'll just be like
Unquestionably.
locked in. Yeah, well,
Unquestionably.
let's switch it up. How about you?
No. Face eye.
We'll do eye to eye. Should we talk or should we just stare at each other?
If we are to talk about truly deep matters,
Okay.
it doesn't always got to be eye to eye. It's like there's a level of like, yeah, maybe we're just like two dudes on the side of the street having
We're
a
chilling,
conversation.
big chilling, in the park.
It don't always got to be fight confrontation.
Right.
Everyone look my way.
Yeah.
So it's like there are degrees of warfare, you know. So it's like one degree of warfare is like, psst.
Yeah, and if I look at you like this, I'm losing. He's locked in, and I'm focused on him. So I gotta look straight ahead, otherwise I get mogged.
Like, where are we gonna get real? When are we gonna get real? Like, why is nudity a crime? And Adam and Eve, how were they in the garden?
I don't know that one.
You know, I don't know that either. I wasn't there, but it sounds like the dark, like not the darkness, evil, whatever that concept is, right?
Yep.
Made them conscious of, you're not wearing something. Maybe they weren't even conscious of the fact that that's bad, and now clothed them. And then now it's like, no longer in this like super like wonderland paradise. It's like, be where you are now.
Yeah.
So it's like that knowledge of the tree of good and evil. Maybe it could be transcended.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, the nudity question, I think, like, from a current day perspective, you can obviously say why it's outlawed. Like, it makes sense. Okay, you see it as either something that's too primal or too, sexual, and you want to encourage modesty or whatever. So, okay, you outlaw nudity. But then you made a biblical reference, so, maybe you're saying, oh, shouldn't we all just live free?
We should all just live free. And so then it's like, how free can this reality be? There are legal boundaries. There are legal boundaries.
I gotta.
Like, why aren't we nude right now?
The convention is that we're not nude.
So let's get nude.
I don't want to.
Why?
I have no reason to. I would feel uncomfortable doing so.
Why do you feel uncomfortable doing so?
I do not want to be nude around other men.
Why?
I feel like it's weird
Why?
because it has sexual connotations.
Nudity around other men?
Nudity has sexual connotations.
Nudity does
Nudity,
have sexual
nudity and sex are like
connotations.
basic, like they kind of go hand in hand. That's why you ask why we don't allow nudity. It's because of that. Also, maybe because it's more like beasts, like animals. It's too primal. We want to perceive ourselves as better than. But primarily, it's because it's inherently sexual. You've removed layers, restrictions, right? You've removed the clothing. I got a question for you, and this is sort of like
It's
what you
inherently sexual.
kind of. I mean, pretty much.
Babies are born nude.
Let's.
It's
Yeah.
inherently how we're born.
All right.
And
Well,
so
we'll
then we are
say for
instantly-
adults
we are
then.
clothed by the material world, and then that's like the layer. That's like clothing layer. What about then body layer? Like body itself is a clothing. The body itself is clothing. For what? Oh, you don't want to go there.
I mean, I don't know
You
if
just
I'd
wanna
agree with
talk
that. I don't
about-
think I'd agree with that though.
Israel, Palestina, Russia, Ukraine. That's all you want to talk about.
Actually, I don't want to talk about that. Actually, it's because it's like I don't really have a. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
What were you gonna ask me?
I was gonna ask you, but I think you started to give one anyway. I was gonna say, you've been posing a lot of big questions. Do you have any clear statements or beliefs or things that you'll stand by? Say, hey, this is what I believe, and people should believe this. You can always question things.
I would say there is a world, there must be a world of boundless spirit. I haven't seen it, so how could I say that? Perhaps that is this world. I would say that as one begins to like more progressively live within this world, as though that's what I begin to like be feeling as. What do I stand by? That's a great question.
Yeah.
That's a great question. Because on one hand, the universe takes care of her children, right? On the other hand, it's like you gotta have that dog in you.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not just like dog.
get you,
it's
I
like,
get you.
It's like do something too. Put something down.
Yeah.
Make some sort, because like it's no, like the feminine symbol is a circle rooted in the ground. That's female. You know, rooted. Mother Earth, rooted.
Yeah.
The masculine symbol is also circular. So it's like clearly same source, right?
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's happening, Bird. We're going. You want to bring the sign? You know what? This could actually be. Yeah, this is fun. Holy shit! You taking a piss? No. First clue. You were sitting behind the tree there for a second and we looked around. How we feel confused. Alright? What's your face? Oh! Because you're barefoot, that's why. Wow. Yeah, actually.
You're gonna get up there too, Will?
Huh?
You're gonna get up there too?
I got it, right? I can't do the long one.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting.
I came on the perfect day.
I just climb it up like this.
Yeah, perhaps there are scenarios where engineering optimizes things. But there's also like the greatest engineers optimize their environments.
You need shoes, I think. Alright, I guess we'll. Yeah. Oh, is that your cigarette? No, someone put a cigarette in the shoes. Look, can I just find this thing?
Some go higher.
Huh?
It's because it's slippery.
Really?
A little bit.
What, your feet are slipping?
No, the tree is a bit wet.
Alright, let me see. Is this? Yeah, I think it's right there.
Where's with the
Can you hold this?
Yeah.
Let me see if I found this one. Oh no, it is slippery.
But you could. That's more doable, because then you don't have to navigate more of the slipperiness. You can just muscle like.
Are you gonna stay there? You gotta go on that, right? Wobbly. You get this ascent? Ready for it?
Oh, there we go.
Damn. Shit. That's good. No, I don't know how I sit though. You gotta be like. You're gonna have to be like spread apart.
Like long distance.
Balance is everything.
Yeah. It's a metaphor for life.
Huh?
A metaphor for life, you know, balance.
Wave? No one's waving?
Yeah, balance is everything.
Alright, where's the.
I got you.
There we go.
So
You're gonna. Wait, move your thing over. I don't want to sit on your garment. Kind of needs
Yeah,
to.
yo, we're not even high up.
No, we're not. Yeah.
And is that, you know what it's not? It's not a fear of heights. It's a fear of death.
Fear of falling.
It's a fear of Yeah.
I gotta get over it, but like I need something to hold on to.
No, like,
Wait,
hold
here,
on to
this
me,
for a
brother.
sec. I got you. I need to grab that and then like, actually, got the tree.
Depends on your level of like, yo, like maybe we just sit like this.
Yeah, no, I'll scoot you up. Ready? Balances everything. Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can you grab that one?
Which one?
The one above you.
Think so.
Yo, you don't feel balanced? Yo, hold me, hold me.
No, wait, I gotta like this. This is good. No, this is perfect. Boom, boom, perfect. Set up. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We need Wait here. Well, you hold on. You know. So we're gonna. Right on the street.
But may I say one thing though? It's like there are those who really feel no plane of existence. Right.
No inhibitions.
Perhaps no inhibitions, yeah. Perhaps that is. There's another word for it though. There's another word for it. Because I'm describing something very specific. You feel so like let go of your hand. You feel how your butt is on something? Or maybe the tops of your legs?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about when that feeling is gone?
What do you mean? That only happens if you're like you're dead or something. You know, conscious, right? Like, what are you getting at?
Some degree of flight.
Flight?
Flight, what else?
Yeah, I guess I get to do the same. Yeah, I mean, I thought you were getting at no inhibitions, like not being tied down by anything, not worrying about anything.
I mean, there's that in the material realm and all of like the conceptions of that you want to describe, right? So like, oh, I'm financially free enough to what? Traverse the material world when I want, buy the best food, etc. Blah blah blah. It's like that sounds awesome, but that you very quickly realize that
I didn't mean that. I meant like a mental thing. It's really a choice.
Hold on. Mental to overcome mental inhibitions, do physical acts not need to be done?
They do. So it's that simple. You were talking about money, right? Like you have a ton of money, you're free enough to do everything.
I don't have a ton of money. I'm not free enough to do everything.
All right. Maybe I misunderstood what you're getting at. You're talking about financial freedom.
I'm saying that some define that as one degree of
Yeah.
you see like the neck turning?
Yeah.
Like what is that doing to the neck? Like let us like if we're already in this sort of a situation, let's face forward. You follow?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Wait. Get that angle.
Hold on to me if you need.
Wait. Here. And then. Nah. Now I can hold the tree this way. Oh yeah, I can actually hold with the other. Slide your head over. Yeah, you can do that. Exactly. There we go. Now I got the left hand. I don't gotta cross my torso. All right, what were we saying?
Yo, what was I saying? I don't know.
I don't know. Should we switch topics? Fuck. Let's switch it up. It's I don't know. What's your day to day look like? What do you do?
This is all being recorded, huh?
Yeah.
Young fool.
Big fool.
Yeah, that's how it feels like. This sort of a keep it on the DL science guy. But I'm doing nothing's trying to get viral.
But you do your own thing.
I think I'm just a fool.
I got you. So you had to give advice.
I'm
to...
discovering how much can really be done in a day.
Yep.
There's that, but it's also like I think every spiritual master agrees, like on one point, like stick to one path. Like that's what they're all really like. There's that too. It's fun to explore different paths. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I didn't think I was about to climb up one layer of retreat today.
Yeah.
Did it? Fuck it.
You do it.
Fuck it. You know? Oh, is that why your hands were curled? Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Because you're always holding the sign. So is there a way to hold the sign straight? Yeah, like that. And now it's just like you're just sitting.
So are you exploring different paths right now, or you're stuck on one?
So why did I diss him for having curled hands? It wasn't a diss. Came off as this, right? Sometimes shock art works though. So the idea of the diss was like, yo,
I don't know if that counts as art.
yeah, everything's really hard. So it's like that's a few statement. Like, no, it's like if you don't need to be holding the sign, be freer. But it's like, look, like somehow the cosmos made it so that if I just use a little bit of like bravery and maybe a little bit of like experimentation, boom, I can hold the sign hand curled free.
Cool.
Straight hand, sir, straight hand. You know?
Hey. You on Twitter?
No, I'm not. Maybe I actually do have a Twitter. I do have a Twitter.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I knew you had one.
It's tiny though. It's minuscule.
Yeah.
Minuscule. Ah.
Do you look at everyone and see them as a normie?
No.
Do you look down on anyone?
Do I look down on anyone? Yeah, myself when I'm being a bitch.
What was the last time you were a bitch?
At some level, like, it's like, what is a bitch? There's levels to bitch.
However you define it.
You know, there's some who define it as like no reliance on the material world whatsoever.
Yeah, but how do you define it?
Like, yo, you want to talk about what we're in the parking right now? Yo, let's get to business right now then.
Let's do it.
We're at a Hare Krishna festival, you understand? I don't know Lord Jagannath, I don't know him that well. He got a blackface though. He'd be doing blackface before it was blackface, you feel me? So he's some sort of like, you gotta be on some sort of spiritual time to be doing blackface, any sort, you know? So then it's like, whatever, that's a side point. The idea of a pyramidal caste system, fuck that shit. Although, there is I would say, given the same set of, maybe it exists for a reason, because given the same set of like circumstances, different people choose to do different things. Seen that my whole life too. So that's called differentiation, right? So it's like,
Follow? Kinda. I was just thinking it's funny. The guy we talked to last week, the guy was saying who was saying that he went homeless for 6 months on purpose. Basically, he was saying the same thing, not the same thing, but the same general idea of. He was saying people really aren't that different, and that if you fall to an average in one realm, like let's say you're an average, like, you know, salaryman, or you're an average millionaire or whatever, you would be an average whatever else you are if you had different circumstances. So he's saying if you're an average crackhead, you could have been an average millionaire as long as you had different circumstances. The idea is that most people tend to fall to the average. It's just that in their circumstances will cause them to be in a different path, but most people just kind of converge into the same thing.
there is a degree. Yeah, there is a degree of circumstance, which is like power of science. Like, dang, one begins to appreciate speech.
Gift of gab.
Exactly. That's like when you're born with that gift of gab, then it's like it's even harder to take that silence home. You know? What can you do then? Perhaps me can write, start a fight, something like that, you know? But no, they have a very why talk when like really like I get that what you guys are trying to do. Yo, so what if who's gonna see this if they don't have a phone? They don't have internet.
No one.
So like you need to be plugged into something to see something.
Well, we're talking to the wrong crowd. We don't want to be talking to people who are plugged in.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, I know. It's
Where
funny
were
because
we?
the idea is that like you're saying, oh, the people watching, like you guys suck because you have fun.
There's a pyramidal caste system in this reality, and then it takes so much mental energy and effort and time to even begin to uncover the realities of that, and then you realize, wait a second, there's an entire other side to like death inside. There's like perhaps karmic systems as well. There's like the process of death. There's so much. There's so much. And so like, how can you learn that within like someone else's conception of a 16-hour day or a 24-hour day? WTF is time. Maybe we need to smoke more.
Smoke less.
Smoke more.
I think, well, going back to earlier, how often do you smoke?
I feel like I should roll up right now.
I mean, you can, but
The bag's right under somewhere, perhaps to the right of your foot.
yeah. Well, no, I was gonna say that I think smoking, it kind of dulls you, right? You're not fully yourself, and going back to you want to be sharp. It's like you're altering your perception for what?
You tell yourself, because sometimes things need to be dulled if you're overwhelmed.
True.
Hey,
But not always.
no, it depends on what you're smoking. Things can make you more aware or less aware. It's like, no, it really is like a professional tradesman toolkit. It's like each tool has a time and place. To disregard the tool because it has immense destructive capacity, like the one we're describing, it's like that's not doing justice to the tool.
What, the gift of gab?
The gift of gab, the ganja. Things can be destructive or creative. Sometimes you need that destruction. Like you have a broken system, you need to break it.
No, I get that. What do you say? Come find out.
Samsara.
That's
a heavy one.
What do you think of that guy?
I don't know. There's this concept of like reincarnation. Now that's when things begin to get a little fucked. Because then it's like, oh, wait a second. Jesus Christ can't just forgive all my sins like that? Maybe he can. Maybe he can.
You Christian?
Who is Christ? That's what we really need to talk about. Like Christian is such a, hashtag Christian. Instantly videos gets views. Hashtag Jesus. Yeah. It's like, connect with thyself.
So what, you describe yourself as spiritual? You don't describe yourself at all.
It's like, what does that mean? It's like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like everyone always says.
describe yourself as here and now.
Or don't describe yourself.
Or you cannot describe yourself, but then it's like you get to a point of just like gray, brown mix of the ingredients. Yo, he took that one sort of way because he a little brown. No, but it's like, what color is it when it, like everything gets mixed up 100% simultaneously?
Yeah, like gray, brown.
Gray or brown? No, but which one is it specifically? Isn't it brown?
Yeah,
I remember
it's like-
color
it's like a
theory.
brown, yeah.
It's a brown. So it's like at some point get out of that. Like you can make some beauties with brown though. Don't get me wrong. You get some beauties.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You can make some.
You don't like brown people? What's going on?
No, brown people fudge brownies. Yo, there's a lot of deliciousness.
Yeah.
That is, but this tree is brown. There's like, don't get me wrong. It's not that. It's more like you want to see the whole color wheel. You want to see the whole color wheel. You want to see, wow. You see, like you want to have that whole kaleidoscope on you. Like whoa. Let's create with that. Create with that. Where were we getting with that? Christian, something like that?
That I forget. You were saying something about Christ, and I just asked if you were a Christian.
Yeah, that's such a brown term.
Like Christian?
Yeah. It's so brown. Because no, exactly what you're saying. Like you said, oh, don't classify yourself, right?
Yeah.
Dude, classification has a time and place. Classification has a time and a place. Classify some shit, bro. Classify some shit. Or else you're gonna be fucking like, if anything, like outdoorsmen classify things the most. I feel like they know what is what from what. What did they what? You know?
Yeah.
But no, then it's like there's this spiritual conception of like one begins to refrain from the material world, whether that be on like prolonged fasts or like prolonged prayer sessions or something like that, right?
What's your fasting record?
3 days.
Alright, mine.
Pussy shit.
Mine too. Yeah, I know. I gotta do a week at some point.
No, and that's a sin what we just did because you're not supposed to. Edit that out. If you don't,
What part?
I hope, and I don't even want to blackmail the fasting part. No, whatever. That's my fault that I admitted to that. Hey, you're not supposed to state about your fasts. It's like when you're fasting, you're just supposed to act cool, just like everyone else. You're not supposed to act like some sort of. You feel me?
Oh, you're not supposed to act like you're better than people for fasting?
Not just better than people, but also like, oh yeah, there's that. people. That's a big part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it does make you better than people, though.
But it makes you double better than people. But you could lose all that blessing that you got from the fast just by acting better. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you gotta act better to be better, do it. But it's not a sustainable long-term strategy. Because 100% God loves the humble. Even if you're like a, what are you talking about? Even like a great, like someone who's like full of glory, like a warrior, right? Yo, still humble. Greatest warrior, still humble. Super humble.
I think you have to find the right balance. It's a lot of
Sitting
time.
on the street, you holding on?
I'm holding on.
Let go.
I'm good. We're always balanced. Internally.
But let's talk
externally.
about practical material stuff, because
Yeah, let's do it.
like look, like what you got on you right now?
Land's End, green sweater.
What you gonna do when it's gonna rain?
What do you mean?
You got a hood on you?
No.
So you gonna take that head shower right now?
I mean, if it rains, it rains.
If it rains, it pours. Right? So like, I don't know, be prepared for the environment you exist in. I don't know, there's nothing cool about being unprepared.
Yeah, but I don't really need to prepare for the rain. It's rain.
Rain's not just rain. Rain might get you sick.
If you're constantly exposed to it, like if I was living outdoors, maybe, but I return to a room that's warm. It's summer anyway. I don't need to. You don't want to worry about things unless you really need to.
Yeah, so what level of worry are you at? You got a place to sleep at night?
I got a place to sleep at.
Okay, how you paying for that place?
Pay for it. I got a job right now. I got an internship.
How'd you get your apartment? Or house?
I had to pay for it. What do you mean?
So who's paying for that?
Really?
How much is your rent?
How much is my rent? $1,800.
How much was your down payment?
Basically 2 months rent.
Yo, I'm not even gonna talk about like what is like the concept of rent. Like suck my dick. Like suck my dick. The concept of rent. Like A owns some. What is own? What is own? What the fuck is own? There's no such thing as own.
Oh, guys, if you don't mind,
It's communal space.
Thank you.
Oh,
Free,
see,
please.
we hit something real.
What did he say? Come down?
He said, "Come down off the tree."
Boom.
What's happened?
Alright, back. Alright, so what do you think happens if we don't come down? Go to jail?
Ticket.
I don't want to go to jail. I'm not going to jail.
We gotta let
Are
things
we gonna
play
get a
out.
ticket?
Let's let things play out.
They said, well, we don't mind if you go up and read. I don't mind you recording, but you can't be on the tree doing it, all right?
So what is the crime we're committing?
Excuse me?
What is the crime we're
Safety hazard, all right?
So what is the crime we're committing?
Excuse me?
You heard me.
You cannot
3
be
or
on the
4
trees in the
times.
exit park.
What?
I'm asking you to please get off the park, and you're also in a restricted area anyway. See, it says please be out of planted areas.
I didn't
so
see
it's
that.
a sign
There's-
restriction.
So wait, what's the first restriction on? What does that look
Be
like?
out of the.
Yeah, what does that look like?
What you're doing right now? You're in this
No,
area.
no. Is it a human being walking?
Excuse me? Yes, actually it is.
I don't know. It looked like a blind guy.
Well, listen, man, it is what it is.
Oh, so
I
we're
don't
no
make- I
blind
don't make the
men. That's
signs,
the thing.
man.
We're no blind men,
All right.
and we're no dogs. So
Okay. I'm
I
gonna
don't
ask you
see
to
anything
please go
there
up the street.
that says that this isn't communal property. Tell us what crime we're charged with. You're gonna go down?
Yeah.
You're gonna give up that easy?
Well, if you're recording it, maybe not, but you stopped recording it. So.
No, I was reporting him, so I already gave him shit, but I'm giving them tickets for drinking beers. I'm like, all you gotta do is just walk away from him. He's not cops.
So what are we doing illegal right now?
We ain't doing shit illegal. Chill.
Is there a human being walking on there?
No.
It looks like a person with a blind cane, right?
I mean, they're walking on grass, but you're not walking on grass.
We're not walking on
You're
grass.
levitating on grass.
Exactly.
We levitate. No, but you
And let me
gotta
tell you, that was
listen
the
to
word I was.
them. Until the cops come, like, they're security guards, basically. They can't really do nothing. Just don't give them your ID. That's what they did
So
wrong.
how do I stop that from happening?
I mean, just when you see the cops come, just walk away. They're not real cops. They're just on Bob Evans Day. That's what they're doing. Then start reporting them so they can look stupid on camera. And then they'll
So
leave
yo,
you
keep
alone.
an eye out. Yo, watch me. Keep an eye out for cops.
Yeah.
Give him give Red Shirt a signal. No, give us a signal.
With the side of your fingers.
We got you.
Yeah, I'm
Side of
so
your
still
fingers,
going.
and then we shall descend if need be.
You get that? You get the guy go over?
Yeah,
Like you filmed it?
yeah. I kept on filming. Yeah.
Sitting in the fucking tree. I can't get arrested.
Well, we can.
Well, you always do
I'm not-
anything, but
Not trying to go my roots, man.
oh shit. Yeah. Alright, what were we saying?
The fear of the law, the fear of the law, stopped the pre-flowing discussion. I forgot what we were discussing.
What's he doing?
Who's he talking to?
I don't know.
keep the tape going.
So no, we were talking about rent. That's what it was. And so like renting and you see,
you only own, right? Weekend.
who
is owning?
who is owning? Like, let's put up a sign and just watch. No, for real.
Wow, to be free the way.
Yeah, as a part, and it's also like it has it's an incredibly deep symbol, Perhaps if you really did live in something that was like trying to oppress you, you would oppress one of the deepest symbols around.
Are you Kanye fan?
I used to like a lot of Kanye. He's going too hard with this stuff right now. Like maybe he's making it as mainstream as possible, but it's a bit corny. It's more than a bit corny, you know? Like I get it. You fuck with it. You fuck with the flow. You fuck with the Hitler shit.
He's overdoing it.
Nah, just like it's more like when you discover something mad cool and you just like a kid at a candy
Yeah,
shop.
you're making all about.
Yeah, it's like then you realize maybe candy's not the best for you all the time, you know? Although no, that's not a good. It's like more like someone who like walks into like an incredibly nourishing environment. That's how I would put it. It's like you're having access to whole quality food for the first time in your life, and it's like, yo, you don't want to let go of it. So he's having access to some whole quality truth right now, maybe. You know? Whole quality truth. Shit. And that's slapped in like some organic non-GMO. You know?
Yeah, you see that guy take a picture, or that's a hard picture? You didn't even notice
It's a-
you were so locked in.
It's a decent picture. There are men who have scaled mountains.
Sure.
There are men who have scaled mountains. You know, it's like just a bit of a shock to this totalitarian environment, I would say. You know,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a shock to like, yo, let's smoke, bro.
I don't smoke.
No, you don't smoke. You guys are. I don't get it. Why not? That's what I'm
Why
saying.
would
So
I,
what? You
though?
just
It's like-
profit off of creativity. Then that's what it is. That's
we
what it sounds
haven't
like.
made any money yet, but hopefully we'll profit.
This is like spiritual energy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, we're not selling anything.
Yeah, well,
How's that
where
time to
were
smoke?
we? Where were we with the? Well, were we Hitler or no? We were on rent, bro. Let's
Yeah,
talk
you
about
were-
rent. Yeah, no, the concept of like land ownership and you're how do I get it? You're getting your blood sucked, you're getting your energy sucked for a place to lay for a higher chance of survival, place to sleep at night. Basically, is what you're signing up for.
Wait, you don't think you should have to pay for
No.
this to say?
I don't think you should have to pay for anything. Like, since when did the world become like A owns something and now he gets to like divvy it up into pieces? That's not economy. That's by whatever term of totalitarianism you want to say, that's what it is. A owns, so he gets to divide how he wishes, and then B owns and he gets to divide how he wishes, and then it's just like some people get droplets, others get reservoirs, bro. Like what?
Yeah, but what's the alternative? No one owns anything, so if you want something, you have to go physically take it, and anyone else will challenge you for it. It's just a jungle.
No,
you know?
no, that's not how it is either. That's not how it's supposed to be.
is.
Either. That's the animal.
That's what nature is. I mean, if you don't have a ownership system, that's what it
If
is.
you don't have a so on of course, on one hand, like an ownership system, of course, yo, like, why are you trying to derail what I'm saying? I read that the ancient Germanics had a sense of communal land. They had a sense of communal land. What's wrong with communal land? When you have this system of whatever, perhaps it's Roman laws, I don't know what laws you want to call it, of like, where it's like things are divided, you know, and like state, you know, it's not wild and free. It's not wild and free. And you could still have I would say that you could still have a system that's in tune with nature and still uphold law and harmony.
Yeah.
That's clearly not what we have right now. Like we have it on maybe in like on some very like thin pathways, which makes it still that we still have it today.
I think
That's the power of God. We still have it today.
I think that's easier to do if it's like you were saying, communal system. But it's got to be a community, and for that, it has to be relatively small. You know, you're talking about tens of thousands of people, millions of people. It's not.
You see, this is like you
gotta
want to
divide
get
it down.
you want to get cameras here. You want to get cameras here. We'll have the two of us. Let's have a swastika, and just like two dudes chilling on top, two dudes chilling on a branch, having a lovely time. Swastika.
I mean, that would go
That's
viral, but I don't want to do that.
So why don't you want to do that? Because the
Well-
swastika is a beautiful ancient symbol, and you like, yo, their system has swastikas.
Dude,
Yeah, the people who inhabit India nowadays. Right now they're inhabiting West Fort hard. So, you feel me? So it's like
Is that
they have
how
swastikas.
is that how you want to use it though, or you? I mean, it's just a symbol, right?
It's more than just a symbol.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still want to have a job, so I'm not.
So
I'm
you
not,
want someone to pay you?
I'm not fully there yet.
I don't know why I'm up here right now, dude.
Dude, you're talking. You gotta.
I'm
convince
blabbering,
me.
bro.
You gotta help me out.
There's nothing to convince you, bro. It's
You
like,
gotta tell me.
the reality
escape
is
the
one
matrix.
who knows does not speak. Maybe that's the highest level.
Maybe. I guess we can't say anything now, right? Because you said that, we can't say anything. Or else we look like someone who doesn't know.
No, it's good to spread info. Infowars.com.
He's still going, I forget. I think, well, he had to like sell his stuff. I don't know.
Who?
AJ.
Sometimes I'm like, I want to let go.
What do we look like?
I'm tired of this shit where you can't talk openly about things.
Who's stopping you?
It's like they say there's free speech, right? But it's like, nah, there have definitely been men and women. Let's say women and men, because women aren't getting like, yo, let's have women go first a couple times, you know? No, for real, men and women, man, like don't get me wrong, bro. You gotta have that dog in you, but it's like, I don't know. I got hit with a lot of like, women need more appreciation.
You're in that camp?
I would say as a woman, it'd be annoying to always hear men first and men first. I would say, I feel like I get how they feel to a minute degree. To a minute degree, you understand? Like,
well, someone's gonna be first, right? Your pop's coming. We get that.
All right, let me toss this so it doesn't.
Real display of the potential of human power. What sort of legal punchback is there going to be against that? Cut that whole first part out that I just said everything. Here's what I was going about with the selling. There's a Vaishya caste, a caste of businessmen, a caste of artisans, a caste of like essentially you have
That's number 2, right?
No, let's go right here. You have a caste system, right? The majority of the people are in the Sudra caste, laborers who work, get a job, bro, going Indeed. And it's really the system hasn't changed. It's become digital, it's become digitized, but it's the same concept, right?
Trapped.
Maybe it was still digital back then too, right? But Sudra caste, you know, common person, right? And then it's like they also have a certain like look, the book bag. Would you not say the book bag is like a symbol of the common man? Kind of. And it's like different men have different bags, you know. Some walk without any sort of like, not even rolling equipment, nothing. I don't know how long that'll last, maybe. And then that's like, you still want to have some sort of like, you know, I don't know, the feeling of always being down to your last and always being dependent on the system is not good. It's not good. Although there's something in Matthew that's written like, worry not about what you will eat today or who will clothe, like what you'll wear, you know? Like I take care of this and that. Okay, that's a Sudra caste. I think they wear book bags. Then you have the Vaishya caste, which is like artisans and such, business people. And so they have a higher degree of skillsmanship, you know, skillswomanship or skills personship, right? But they're still on this concept of like time and money, right? So they're in the material world. Then you have two castes above that. The Kshatriya caste. Yo, I'm spilling all the sauce, man. Free game. Kshatriya caste, warrior caste. You gotta prove yourself to be a warrior. You know, like warriors also like, they don't care if they die, right? Like that's a warrior. Like a warrior is like, like I still, no, that's not true. Who cares if he dies? He's trying to save his life during war. That's not it. Let's put it more like, They endure greater pain. They have to show that they can endure degrees of pain. But they're not. They're far less. Here's the difference between a soldier and a warrior. A soldier is paid for his services. A warrior is not really paid. So he does it for some sort of deeper meaning, whether that's love of woman, love of country, love of people, love of ideal, love of religion, something that's not monetary. So that's why he's above that caste. The problem is that some caste systems put the merchants, like the ones who like buy and sell, in the third caste. But in many other places, the merchants were at the very bottom because they're not doing shit. Yeah. They're just like, they're doing things, but they're just transacting.
Yeah, they're not creating.
So in we live in a system today where it could be argued that the merchant caste has become the highest caste. Finance. Because now it's finance, bro. But it's deeper than that. It's like, what is the financial system that they really operate in? Let's talk about like the magical principles behind that. I don't know. But I know that there's a protocols to the way that they print money, right? Supposedly, right? I don't know them. Okay, so then you have the Kshatriya warrior caste. Apparently, in ancient Bengal, you had to like slaughter a tiger to like, that's the initiation.
Passage.
That's some real shit, you know? And then you had the Brahmin caste, who is like the I guess you could call them like the skinheads, bro. They're not skinheads, but like, some of them walk skinhead.
Well, you know? What was it? Isn't it priestly? Isn't that the idea?
Yeah, the priestly caste. But then it's like a question begins to come to the mind. It's like, yeah, a lot of the warriors are just like knucklehead, stupid guys, right? Let's be real. But then it's like, why? It definitely shouldn't be that guys who don't know how to fight should be leading guys who do know how to fight. Even if it's exactly. So there must be a combination of that warrior and that priestly. But then there's also a untouchable, which wasn't even in the caste system. It's like the lowest of the low people, you know? And it's like the holiest of the holy would know how to get to God from that system. Don't get me wrong, of course it's like high up on the pyramid, but it's something like one who's like not just in that like only surrounded by the scripture, only surrounded by like being in the monastery. You get what I'm saying? It's like, sometimes the real world is the monastery. Why not make the real world the monastery? You know, that's a real tough guy, tough girl. You know, what is it about me? Like, coming in, don't get me wrong, they can even just being there a little bit can teach you crazy stuff. So respect to it. But it's like, what about this real world? Can't they teach you crazy stuff?
Absolutely.
It's that simple. But yeah, exactly. There's that idea. It's like, why does that system need to exist in the first place?
Something's got to exist.
Some level of order. Yeah, but then the problem becomes like order. Some become order followers and some become order givers. Fuck that shit.
You're always gonna have all types of people. There's always gonna be order followers, order givers.
No. I don't know.
Yeah.
Never say always.
I agree with that, but like, I don't know. Not everyone's gonna be the same way.
Not everyone is gonna be the same. Not everyone.
All right, you gotta hold one. You gotta hold your own mic. Or I could do the back and forth, but that's.
Why did I get so? I started shivering, bro.
Because you're cold.
Should I put an undershirt on? Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
It's because we're not moving, bro. We sat there, now we're sitting here.
Stagnation is
death.
Is death. Stagnation is death.
So that's what I'm
He
saying.
gets
Walk
it.
and talk, bro.
You agree?
So why are you sitting? Let's go.
Bro, well, we will walk.
You see, you're just not on this. You're just honestly, you're just not on the. This is how I feel. Like you're just not on the spiritual journey like that right now. You on the.
I'm not.
You on the build word on this. What's the name of your?
Word on the street.
Is that's like Sneeko, right?
Nah. Yeah, he does the subway subway conversation, something. Bro, if you're gonna eat, you gotta sit and eat. Then we'll walk around.
I'll take.
So we got her. Oh yeah, am I allowed to? Do they take it off Instagram if you smoke? I don't know. I don't know. People smoke on Instagram. Yeah, it's fine.
always edit it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put an emoji. Yeah, so we got the trash cookies, out the trash food. You know, low key, I was I was saying earlier, I don't really have any reason to eat it, but if it was in the box, it's pretty much fine.
You need it back? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Got his book taken. Yo, are we about to try some crumble? Yo, I need a napkin.
Where'd you toss these shoes?
I ate them.
Really?
I don't know. Should I eat some trash food? I might just.
Food too.
Yo, that's what it is. That's literally what it is.
Delicious pastry.
It was in the box, so we're all good. But how long it's been here? I don't know. What's up? I've actually never had crumble. Yeah, we got a feast.
Om Namah Shivaya.
It's like I've been speaking so much. It's like you don't know when your last word's gonna be. You don't know when your last breath is gonna be.
You never know. Though sometimes you have an idea. Yeah, you're not gonna eat any of the cookies?
The word on the street is like,
bro, they don't hear you.
It's like.
What the fuck is this thing, bro? Oh, it's a glove. All right, I was like,
You need
What's up?
some marijuana.
it's word on the street. Talk to the people. You want to be on it? You're good? Yeah. Everyone's always so shy.
Can I put a symbol on it?
Huh?
Can I put a symbol on it?
I gotta reuse this thing.
So no symbol.
Nah. You can put it on the box. I mean,
So you want some sort of like Christ, like
it's simplistic. Do on the box. All right, he's putting some sort of symbol.
and then it's like how long can you go with by resisting like your material want for food? You know?
Gotta pick it up, or I gotta do the whole. Spit some game. Talk about food.
Yeah, let me get a little higher.
It's so funny. Like literally every single person walks by, looks at you. You're like, yeah. It's like, bro, we're talking. It's because the guys. I think it's your poncho. You got the poncho. You got the weed. You got the interview. We got the word in the street sign, and we got the crumble. We're just chilling. All right. What's up? You want to be on Word on the Street?
What is it?
I said you want to be on Word on the Street?
What is it?
It's the new hit show. We just talk to the people. That's it.
Okay, wait. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to be on it, or you want him to be on it? Let him. Yeah. Here, take a seat for a second.
Okay. You saying
I'm not a you're short.
no. Did you find that Did you find the stream? I'm fine, thank you. Did you find the stream?
No.
I didn't either. What's your guys' names?
I'm Will.
Will? And you?
I never asked your name actually. Yeah. What is your name? He doesn't have a mic, so we'll do it. What's your name?
Right now I go by Lucifer Aura.
Okay.
Lucifer. You just give me all everything you've been talking about. You tell me you go by Lucifer.
Yeah, Lucifer.
You gotta change that.
Change that, yeah.
No.
Why?
I don't know why you want to go by Lucifer. I feel like it's bad energy.
Lucifer has bad
I think it's the energy you give it. Whatever
Lucifer?
energy you give it
It's the devil.
is what it is.
It's the devil, isn't it? Oh, you're saying his energy is so powerful he overrides it.
Exactly.
Hey, that's an interesting take. I like that.
I'm Avandrio. That's my name.
Avandrio?
Avandrio, yeah.
So that's a new name. Does that have a certain background, or is it?
Well, no, that's just my name.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm known by just Avandrio. That's it. One name.
He was saying you're a singer. You were singing.
Yeah, Sneeko was here
Yeah, I saw
yesterday.
he was here yesterday.
Yeah, and so I sang, and that was pretty chill. He's cool.
But you were saying he didn't stream it.
No, he did stream it, but I can't find it. I can't find the stream.
Doesn't he on like some weird site, like not? Like he's not on YouTube.
I think it's Twitch.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's like doing like some, maybe like Kick or like Party or I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I haven't really kept up, but
It's probably
I know
there.
he's dope. He's a really dope streamer though.
Yeah. Have you were you were just in the park and like?
Yeah, I was just chilling. I was vibing, and then I saw him there. I was like, "Yo, what's good?" And then I ended up singing for him. Yeah.
Were you the only one singing or?
Yeah, it was just me singing.
Okay.
And then apparently you sang right after, or you got on right after.
Cool.
I didn't sing.
What did you do?
Yeah. What did you do? No. Yeah. He already said. Yeah. He caused some problems.
Okay.
All right. So Avandrio.
Avandrio, yeah.
All right, you live in New York. You're a student. You're working here.
No, I'm not a student. I'm just working on music full time.
You're okay.
Yeah.
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 20. Turning 21.
Okay. Music full time. Like you want to be a producer, singer.
I will be a
What?
multi-Grammy award-winning recording artist, full-on
Recording artist.
entertainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So do you wanna like do it all? Like produce your own songs, sing.
I do produce my own songs. I do songwrite. I sing. I'm into acting.
Okay.
Just a full throttle entertainer.
You sat like.
What? Bro, this is your idea. Well, this is fine. We can go there in a bit, but like, bro, we're in the middle of talking. What's going on? He interrupted you.
Oh no, it's chill. It's chill.
No,
I'm
I
just
know,
vibing.
I
It's a
know.
vibe.
We've
It
been.
just
it
caught
was-
my eye. Word on
it's
the
funny.
street.
I think it's been like 2 or 3 hours, right? Since I first
Since you met him?
Yeah, like we were doing an interview. We did one for a while. We were up in like a tree.
Okay.
And then we had the sign in the tree. It was actually a pretty cool like
situation.
I don't know vibe is, but it's like a cool setup. Like
Scenery setup.
Yeah, we're just in the tree with a sign doing the interview, and then one of the like park security or something came by and he said
Said you got to get down.
Yeah, he said you got to get down,
Oof.
but then he was like, "Fuck it, let's stay." You know, they're not gonna kick us out. So we stayed for a bit. Then he went to go get the police. So I got down before they came by. But yeah, but no, back to you. So you were saying you're doing music full time.
Yeah.
And I was asking is there? No, you can't block the shot. Come on.
Yo, he's blocking the shot.
Do it. You can do that in the background. Do that like here. But is there one thing that you like focusing on more than the rest? Like for example, producing, singing, acting, or you just do it all?
It's hard to say that I like one thing more than the rest,
Okay.
but I will say that I really enjoy performing. So, anything with that, I think I make my music around just the performance and stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah, like creating an experience.
What does that look like? How do you make a good?
I would say I do a lot of dancing.
Okay.
And so just stage presence is a big thing.
A lot
for
of
me.
it's just energy, right? Like
yeah, energy and just focus energy. Yeah, exactly.
How long
But,
have you been doing music?
I've been singing since I was like 2.
Okay.
And then been producing and releasing music like I would say the past 3-4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you do any instruments or?
I do play the guitar and
Okay.
the piano as well.
Okay.
So
Cool.
yeah.
So you do it all then?
I do it all. Yeah.
You said acting as well?
Acting as well, yeah. I'm doing a lot of auditions and stuff like that. What about you? Tell me about yourself.
I mean, I do these word on the streets, mostly for fun, you know.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't say. Oh, we got a balloon, runaway balloon. Yeah, I mean, from a creative standpoint, like I like making videos, so I'll do these interviews. I've been doing them for a decent amount of time. I'm actually coming back to them.
Okay.
So I was doing them last fall, then I stopped in November.
Yeah.
Then I started last week, again. But in between, I was still making videos, but it was more on kind of like just documenting stuff I'm doing. So I was training for my first boxing fight.
Okay.
So
Word.
I was making videos about that. Right now, because I think with social media is I don't want it to be just one thing. Like, oh, he's the guy that does interviews in the park.
Yeah.
It's like that's I love doing this and this is fun. But I also want to maybe if I want to talk about stuff or if I want to make videos like showing doing boxing or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think the best way to put it is that the niche is me as
Mhm.
opposed to it's a boxing guy or an interview guy.
Right.
Now with that, I think it's a bit. I don't want to say it's harder to do well because obviously, at the end of the day, you put good stuff out, people will go towards it. But if you make videos on one specific thing, then anyone who's interested in that thing will go towards it. But if I do interviews, they follow for interviews and they see a bunch of other stuff. They're like,
Yeah.
But no, this is just something I do for fun. I like doing it. Gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes. I'm not gonna say I'm currently trying to do it full time.
Mhm.
But if I got to that point, maybe I'd
Then
consider.
then you can.
Yeah, maybe I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, this
But-
is dope. Yeah.
But I'm working during the week, and I
Okay.
actually really like I'm doing a finance internship.
Okay.
I really like doing that. So it's not like one or the other. I fully focus on.
You're just open. You're just open.
just
to
having
it.
fun. I like making videos. So that's it.
What's up. Yeah. Well, it was great meeting you.
For
I'm
sure.
gonna meet with a friend, but
We
what's
we
your
all
name?
Will. Before you go, we
On
always
Instagram and stuff. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, before we always do two things. I guess we started talking, but the two things we always do is the first thing, whenever someone comes on, we say, "What's the word on the street?" So,
What's the word on the street?
Yeah.
The word on the street is that you could do anything you put your mind to. That's the word.
yes, sir. And it's pretty similar, but we always end with, "What message do you have for the audience?"
You could do anything you put your mind to,
There we
and
go.
yeah, that's it.
2 for 1. All right, where
For
can people
sure.
find you?
At Avandrio, Avandrio.
Oh, you got just that?
Yeah, just that.
Nice. That's
Just
cool.
Avandrio.
That's hard. Whoa.
Are you on Instagram yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, word.
Yeah, I'll give you the
What's the tag?
Will McLeod 7. We got 700 followers.
Okay, I'll be the 701.
There we go. Well, 680.
Are you gonna follow back?
Yeah. Huh?
Are you gonna follow back?
Not on that account. If you
What's your
follow
personal?
My personal is Will McLeod _ That one I'll follow back.
Will McLeod _
Yeah, here I could. Alright, I think we're. Oh yeah, it's
Thanks, brother.
it's a weird. Yeah, it's a weird. It's MAC. It's like
Fuck that shit up.
I know.
That crumble.
Yeah.
I'm really bouncing between realities.
That's my personal.
Yeah, how do I like
The interview one is the same, but just 7 instead of _.
Okay, word. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, good to meet you. Where you saying? You all right? It's you see the sign. It's word on the street.
Okay.
Basically, we're out here. We're talking to the people. And we always start with the same question. What's the word on the street?
What's the word on the street?
Yeah.
The word on the street is it is about to get crazy today. There's a lot of different shit going on.
Yeah. What's going on?
Well, see, we elected this president, right? who
Did?
just happened to have his birthday on the same day as our nation's military has his birthday.
Wait,
which-
when's his birthday? It's
Today.
really.
Yeah, the 14th. It's the 14th, right? Yes, because yesterday was Friday the 13th. That's the
Okay.
word on the street.
Oh, it's his
But
birthday.
It's his birthday today.
Interesting. I
So
didn't
you know what he did?
What?
He spent $45 million on taxpayer money
Okay.
to hold the first military parade we've ever had in this country.
Okay.
Except after like the Revolutionary War
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. But like
Really? And
Yeah.
what were you saying? Today is also the day of what? What's the military?
the
day?
military's birthday. So the
military's
the
birthday.
Army's
So he
birthday.
used that as the reason to.
He
throw.
used that as a reason.
But
to
it's the
throw it.
first one in a while.
It's the first
Okay.
one in a
Okay.
fucking long
Where-
ass time. my
Where
guy.
was this? What, do you see it?
I think it was in DC.
Okay.
But not only has there been all the protests recently for immigration,
Yeah.
and ICE, and all that stuff, depending on what side you fall,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Today is the day where people are going ham.
You think?
They're like,
Really?
wait, it's called No King's Day.
Yeah. Oh, that's today.
That's today.
Okay, all right.
That's today.
Yeah, I'm not fully tapped into that.
Well,
yet.
that's why you gotta get the word on the street,
Yeah.
my guy.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's like 4 or 5 protests marching around the city right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are they roughly? Like,
Gotta
be all like Manhattan, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, like Bryant, like 42nd.
Okay.
I
haven't seen one here.
Zuccotti.
You'd think
Like,
there'd be one here.
I would
right?
think
Yeah.
there would be one here,
Yeah.
but there's like this festival, which is
Yeah.
what is this festival? You gotta tell me the word about
It's
that.
yeah. I mean, we had someone tell us earlier. I forget. Basically, it's no, it's an Indian festival. but-
Some words are like, you know.
Yeah, it's not an English word.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
All right.
It's in some Indian festival.
Okay.
So,
So-
they had free food over there. I had to play it. It was good.
That's pretty good. They got free food over there.
Probably not now.
Probably not now.
But-
Late in the day.
Yeah, because now they're we used to be over there because this is prime location.
No, it is.
It was
is.
all the tents.
I was like, did you guys? You did not bring your own tent.
Hey.
Might as well use the tent if
Hey,
you got
we're doing
it.
it big. No, so we were over there for like
All
a
right.
while, and
Yeah.
then this one was empty. So now, hey, we got a tent. We got the full setup.
It's perfect. You guys
Yeah.
look really legit. That's why I stopped by.
Hey, we got the we're doing it big. But so, have you seen any protests today? Like walking around, or yeah?
I've seen some protests. I've seen some signs. I was actually at the protest on
Oh, yeah?
Tuesday. Luckily, I didn't get arrested.
Okay.
Um,
Did people get arrested?
Yeah, like
Speaking
50
of which,
people. Yeah, 50 people. Hey, NYPD, what's the word on the street?
hey, I'll get 'em on. I'll get 'em on.
What's the word on the street? That would be
good.
Fire content. You
I've
should do that.
I've tried, not here, but like upstate where I go to school. I tried asking them.
Where'd you go?
Cornell.
Oh, yo, I grew up in Geneva.
Oh yeah,
Hobart
yeah,
Williams
it's
Smith.
yeah, that's right by.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
My boy went to Cornell A.
Yeah, I would do these like around there or in town, and one night I tried doing it, or I was doing it like in the Commons, Ithaca Commons.
Yeah,
like,
Ithaca
town.
Commons,
Yeah,
classic. Yo, that's a
classic.
beautiful
Bro,
Commons.
it's a
If
good-
if you haven't been, go. That's the word on the street.
Exactly, and it's very walkable. You got the whole aisle. It's a good spot. And
Nice brick pathway all the way
Exactly.
down. You got shops on both sides. Great food. Sammy's Pizza.
Exactly, and Saturday night, people are out and about, so we're doing
Right.
word on the street.
Okay.
And things can get rowdy, so they're
of course.
Well, you never know.
Right,
People
right.
get into a fight, so they have 2 police officers there.
Right.
And I go up to them and I ask them if they want to do word on the street, and they were very not into it. So
No, yeah. Well,
I don't know if NYPD would be the same.
I don't know. It's NYPD.
I think it depends on who I get.
It does.
I think some people might want to do it.
Don't grab
count
the
it out.
fat white guy.
Okay.
Fat white guy with a mustache, not the one to
okay.
ask. But another one, yeah, or a chick. Yo,
Hey.
I was at the protest and there was the most beautiful fucking NYPD officer
Oh, yeah?
standing in line with a riot
Yeah,
gear.
arrest
and
me.
She was literally trying not to smile.
Yeah.
And I just sat there and I just smiled at her and she couldn't help it. She just cracked a smile.
Hey, you got
because
it.
The dude was taking a picture right next to me. She was just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And she was tiny too. She was like
Oh, really?
5'2". I was like, what are you doing in a riet line,
Yeah.
girl?
Probably
But
not,
hey,
not the best person to say.
power to the people. You know?
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Yeah. So they're do they have like a time that they're scheduled, or I mean?
Yeah, so they are scheduled. It started at like 3
Today?
or 4.
Okay.
And
Like when would the peak time be? Is it already passed?
no.
Yet to come?
Oh, it's yet to come.
What, at night?
Yeah.
Oh, what, are there gonna be riots?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the last time there were riots in New York? Like BLM?
I don't know how big the riots would be. Yeah, probably BLM.
Yeah,
But
even
I don't
that
know if
was
they're
in
gonna like
Minnesota.
be big riots,
Probably
but I
not.
know just for the little immigration protest that was down at Folge Square on Tuesday,
That was a lot.
50 people got arrested,
Oh, really?
and
Wow.
they tried to march over the bridge. They
Shit.
brought the cops in. It was a whole thing. People started throwing bottles. You know when
Shit.
bottles start getting thrown.
Okay, yeah.
They
yeah,
got
yeah.
drones in the air.
So this one will probably be worse, you think?
That's literally what the person that sent me the info was like. Yeah, so the NYCLU, the New York Civil
Yeah.
Liberties Union,
Yeah.
has one, but they sent me that link to this other one.
Okay.
And they're like, this is gonna be a way more turn than it was on Tuesday.
Got it. All right. I mean, a lot of people. Normally, that would be a good place to go interview people.
It
but,
would,
but
but
I think under these circumstances, probably not.
I would
Caution
if it's
against
still
that.
light out. If it's still light out,
No.
you could go like merge in with them and ask
Yeah.
some questions,
Depends
and
what you
stay on
ask.
the sidewalk.
Depends what you ask.
No, you can ask anyone.
Yeah?
They'll tell you their opinion. They'll definitely tell you the word on the street. They'll be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
fuck ICE, fuck Donald Trump,
No, it
fuck
depends
everything."
what you ask. Like
Right,
Yeah.
and what you
Yeah.
ask. If you're like, "Yo, immigration's terrible," they're like,
How we doing?
"Hey,
Your yeah, your stuff right there. Your lighter. In case you're looking for it. Hope we're feeling good. Yeah, we were interviewing him before.
yeah." What was the word?
There were a lot of words. We went for a while. But it was good. It was fun. We were in the tree back there.
Okay.
We were up in the tree, and they came and tried to take us out. You know.
Right.
But he stayed strong.
Yeah.
So
You gotta stay strong, bro.
yeah.
10-toed.
It goes down. Yeah.
You got 10 toes.
They came and they came and the security guard came and they tried to get the police, but
But you stay strong.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got down when the police started to walk over, but
Hey,
I can't get
I'm not.
arrested.
I'm not trying to go back to jail, bro.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get arrested.
No. Yeah.
Cool.
But another word on the street.
Yeah,
Is I just got a full ride scholarship to NYU.
really?
Yeah.
Did you? Congrats.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Bro, that's sick.
Literally.
Damn, you got your what? Is that your student ID?
Yeah. Got my student
Sick,
ID right
there you
here.
go.
Hey.
Hey, you picked that up today or when did you get that?
Like a week ago.
Shit.
Before I got my haircut.
So you start in the fall?
Yeah.
First year?
No, my third
Last-
year.
Third year.
So I'm finishing up my bachelor's. I just got
Okay.
my associates. I'm finishing up my bachelor's.
Got it.
And the crazy word on the street is how I got this scholarship.
How'd you get it?
I got it in prison.
Oh, really? Cool. Did they? How is it? Yeah. How does that work? They have some sort of program, or
So they had a prison. Actually, I almost got into Cornell's prison education program.
Really?
Got a scholarship from them, but I got transferred out of Auburn,
okay.
and I landed at this facility just north of here called Walk Hill,
Okay.
kind of like sort of upstate, like Poughkeepsie area.
Yep.
And yeah, it was the only NYU prison education program in the state.
Really? Wow.
And I just lucked up, but I did have to get in. I got a 3.9, and I came home and got a full ride scholarship.
Wait, how does that work? The 3.9. If you got it while you were in.
So I had to apply. I had to like write a whole essay, do an interview, do a bunch of shit, and then while I was locked up, I still was attending classes. So I attended classes while I was
Really?
locked up. Yeah.
They let you do that? How does
Yeah.
that work?
So I literally worked 35 hours a week in the optical shop. This prison had an optical shop
Okay.
where they made glasses
Yeah,
for
yeah.
every single place around.
Yeah.
And I worked there from 8 until 3, 5 days a week. But sometimes in the afternoon, I would leave early and go to the other side of the prison
Yeah.
to the library classroom area.
Yeah.
And NYU would bring teachers in and professors, and actually some really good professors.
Oh, it was literally NYU going there. to
NYU
do-
was
wow.
literally bringing in
Cool.
professors, and I would take a class.
Cool.
I'd take like 3-4 classes
Yeah,
every
yeah.
semester.
Yeah.
We had 3 semesters a year, so we had spring, summer, and fall.
Wow.
And then we'd have like a month off from January to like February, and then like start over. And yeah,
So how long were you doing the classes for? Like.
I was doing the classes for like almost 2 years.
Okay, so
how
that's
I
why
got
you're
my
in your third year.
associates. That's why I got
Wow.
my
Okay.
third year.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And or you said it's the only program in the state that
Yeah,
does that?
it's the only NYU prison education program
Wow.
in the state.
Dude.
There's a couple other prison education programs, like college-wise,
Yeah.
but they don't actually look out for you when you come home.
Yeah.
So like I came home, and because I had a 3.9 and I wanted to continue my
Yeah.
education, I went through this whole interview process, blah blah blah,
Wow.
application, and got the scholarship.
That's sick. I did because I know they'll do like they'll have like libraries and
Yeah,
stuff.
you'll have libraries,
You'll
your
have-
GED,
Yeah,
like shit like that.
But I didn't. You're going to NYU now.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Wow. What are you gonna be studying?
I'm designing my own major at Gallatin around economics, AI, and international relations.
Interesting. Cool. Very interesting combination.
Yeah, and I also have a little bit of art out on Governor's Island in
Like
exhibition.
like painting or
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like acrylics and oil pastels,
Nice.
stuff like that. Fucking Starry Night,
yeah.
landscapes.
Are you able to? I mean, when you were in, are you able to like do a lot of art or probably
You could
not as much? Right?
No,
Yeah.
like so you have a lot of time to do art,
Right.
But getting the
But
supplies,
you're not gonna have like acrylics and like
yeah, I literally had to steal it from my art class.
Oh yeah.
I had an art class like a year and a half ago.
No.
Was
that
the
an
spring
NYU one,
semester.
or-
Yeah, it was
okay.
an NYU one.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and I stole a bunch of the art supplies.
Yeah, I mean,
No, because I
but I mean, I guess like, supplies.
I mean,
like,
honestly, I could have asked her and she would have gave it to me.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know,
but supplies, like, what do you need a bunch of canvases, right?
yeah.
So how do you like?
So like you can get some stuff like that in once in a while, or like I just like got pastel paper,
Yeah.
which is almost like a canvas type paper, and just did it on that.
Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta
Interesting.
make do. Like
Yeah.
make collages. You fucking take paper, repurpose it.
That's sick.
Yeah, yeah.
So are you gonna be? I guess NYU doesn't really have dorms. I mean, well, actually they do.
No, like they do, but
like,
only
not
for
really.
first year.
Yeah, pretty much everyone is like in a
Everyone's in an
apartment,
apartment
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Are you from New York or
No, I'm originally from the Finger Lakes.
Okay.
Originally from
Okay.
like Seneca Lake.
Yeah, upstate.
Geneva.
Okay.
Yeah, upstate. Yeah.
Cool. Oh wait, Geneva's where you grew
Yeah,
up?
yeah, yeah.
Like 100 or different waterfalls.
Yeah, it's fucking
crazy.
great. It's great.
Cool. So how long you been in New York then?
6 months.
6 months.
Which means I've been out of prison.
Right.
6
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
But yeah, I've been in New York 6
You've
months.
been staying here.
Yeah.
How do you-
I
how
stay
do
in the Bronx right now. I'm looking
Bronx.
for a couple places like Manhattan, Brooklyn.
You got a roommate or?
No,
All to yourself?
I'm in a shelter right now
Yeah.
because NYU actually would have gave me a 1-bedroom,
Really?
but
you got to pay for it though, right?
they would have paid some of it, but it's only covered when I'm in school. So I'm like, I only got 2 years left of school. Why not go through the system right now when I have the opportunity to? Because I just came home, so
Yeah.
they'll give me whatever.
Oh, because it'd be hard to do it later.
Right, it would be
Yeah,
way
yeah,
harder
yeah.
to do it
Yeah.
later, and now I can get a voucher and just like be set for like
Okay.
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, 5 years,
How does it work? Like,
$2,600
what's
a month.
26.
It's like $2,600 to $2,400 a month, and because I'm a full-time student, I literally only have to work 10 hours a week. They'll give me that.
Okay, for the housing.
Yeah.
Cool. So the only thing with that is the commute. How much is
Like so
An hour probably?
right now the commute from the Bronx is like an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like on the 4 or the D.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal.
But I mean, I'd make that trade off. That's
Hell yeah.
That's bro. Yeah,
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's
You're
fine.
On the subway. You don't even have to drive. Like I imagine you take the subway, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
like, you can
Literally, I walk 5 minutes to the subway station and just like
can be
hop off at West 4th.
Yeah, you could be like listening to your textbooks or something like on the.
I either listen to audiobooks, fuck around on my laptop,
Yeah.
or play Rome Total War.
There you go. Yeah.
Like, cause the crazy thing is when I got locked up, Rome Total War, you had to play it on your laptop because it was like fucking 10 years ago. But now I have a fucking potato phone and I can play it on there.
Oh yeah.
It's great.
There you go.
It's great.
Yeah. I don't think I ever played that, but
You never played Rome Total War?
No, I wasn't. I'm not a huge video games guy. I didn't really.
Oh, it's such a good game.
Yeah.
Such a good. That's a game. That's
Yeah.
a game. If you want a real time strategy game, Total War games.
Okay.
Word on the street.
Strategy game. It's like a shooter. Or...
No. It's like you are the empire of the Roman Empire or the Egyptian Empire
okay.
or
Yeah.
the Greeks,
Yeah.
and you not only manage your cities and control and take over territories, kind of like Risk.
Yeah.
But
it's like a computer game, or
yeah, it's a
yeah,
computer game.
I was thinking like PlayStation or something.
No,
for a second. I was
it's a
like,
computer game. And then when you zoom in, and when you fight someone, like you recruit your little army,
Yeah.
you build up your city, and then when you move your armies around to go take over a city or fight another army,
Yeah.
it actually zooms into the battle and you control the
Yeah,
units.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you control your legionnaires and you put them
Cool.
in the little testudo and march them up to the wall.
I've seen like they have games like that where it's usually a mobile game.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, I imagine on a PC it can be more in depth, more advanced,
Right.
like you're saying. Like
But
you
that's-
zoom in the
But
different.
that's what's so crazy about it is now it's a fucking mobile game.
Oh yeah,
It's
right. Yeah.
like now it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mobile game. It's crazy.
sick. How long's it been out? Like 10 years probably.
Like the actual game's probably been out like 15 years.
Okay.
But they made it like a mobile game
Yeah,
a
yeah,
few years ago.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a whole series. The Total War like franchise.
They just do different locations.
Yeah, they have like medieval, Shogun, like Napoleon.
Yeah.
Fucking like match it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what else do you like to do? For fun besides that?
Besides make art, I love exploring the city.
Exploring, yeah.
I love just bopping around.
So many things to see.
Pier 57.
Okay.
Probably the nicest view of the city, hands down. You can go up there, free deck top, rooftop area, and you can get a 360 degree panorama of World Trade, fucking Freedom Tower, or whatever they want to fucking call it.
Yeah.
The Empire State Building, the whole Hudson River, all of downtown
For free?
Manhattan. For free. You just go up there
Damn.
and like it's the third floor. There's fucking grass out there.
Yeah.
The only thing they care about is smoking. You can bring a bottle of wine up there.
Oh, okay,
fucking
yeah.
date, some food.
Damn.
It's the
Is
spot.
it's got to be packed though, right?
No, it's not even that packed.
Where is it? It's like
Pier 57. It's right next to
to Midtown, like.
yeah, like literally like West 14th.
Really?
Yeah, like
Shit.
straight that way.
Damn. I'm gonna have to
Do
check
you
that
know
out.
that new park they made with all the like the concrete tulips?
Sort maybe.
You know what I'm talking about? They made all those piers that look like tulips, but
Maybe.
they're concrete.
I think so.
And they like just
Yeah.
made a whole park and like layered.
Okay.
It's right next to
Right
that
next to
too.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, it seems like if it's Midtown around here, like that's.
No, I could
not
literally
Midtown,
walk there
but
in like
yeah.
15 minutes.
I'll have to check that out. That's cool.
And,
That's
yo,
a new spot.
That's the fucking
I'm
word
gonna
on the
sound,
street.
yeah.
Forget the protest. Fuck the protests. Fuck everything
Yeah.
else.
Pier
Pier
57.
57. Free rooftop access spot. The spot. Amazing.
Everyone's gonna go there now.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't tell
Yeah,
too
we
many
gotta-
people.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
share and
Tell
post
friends.
this Instagram account to one other person. That's
Exactly. There we go. Nice. So are you gonna go check out the protest later?
it. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can bop around and find them like low key. I didn't want to be at like the meeting spot.
Yeah. You'll be
And-
going around, and if you
Yeah,
happen to come
yeah,
across
right,
one, you'll
right,
see it.
right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm also on parole, so like,
Right,
I'm not
yeah,
trying to have no
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
police
yeah.
contact. When they told me, "Yo, if you're in the street, you're getting arrested," I said, "I'm right on this sidewalk,
Oh,
sir.
really?
Goodbye."
Yeah.
Hurt traffic.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to do that.
No, sir. Hell no. But you know, it happens. Like even when I do have police contact, I have the lowest level of parole. Like my parole officer was like, "I'll see you in 6 months."
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
so,
I don't have to see him every week. I don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
like curfew. Some people do.
Yeah.
Like I know, but he's like, "Yo, you're fucking going to NYU.
Yeah. He's not worried about
you
it.
gotta like you're working. You're doing what you need to do. Fuck it."
Yeah. What are you doing for work again?
So right now, I'm just doing like freelance shit, like helping people with research, stuff like
Research.
that. But yeah, because my schedule is like so hectic that like it's hard to find something like. But I only need 10 hours a week.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So like, it kind of works out. Like they literally gave me a stipend for my scholarship and everything. So like when I'm going to school, I don't have to work. So it works out.
Do you think? So during the year you're probably not going to be working, or
Yeah. No, like
or a little bit maybe.
maybe a little bit. Like honestly, I've been looking and talking to like some like galleries just to like get more into the
Yeah,
art
exactly.
scene, shit like that. Like
Something
sit
like
at a
that,
fucking
yeah,
desk
that's
for
right.
fucking a few hours.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm also gonna have a full ass course load.
Right. Yeah. You're
too,
going to be focused
so,
on
like,
school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Students sometimes will get jobs, but it's like a little bit here and there.
Right.
It's-
Right.
it's,
Yeah.
You know, gotta
I was
focus
like,
on,
I mean, I'll invest on the side. Like honestly, I'll probably make more money investing on the side.
Yeah. You think?
Fucking actually working. Yeah. I took the $1,200 stimulus check and turned it into $33,000.
Did you really?
Yeah.
With
In prison.
Really? How'd you got someone else to do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was what was it, like 2020?
Yeah, 2020. 2020. Yeah.
Would you do stocks or?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean everything tanked during COVID. So it's like,
I bought Moderna when it was $40.
I bought
a
Moderna
share.
too. I bought
$40 a share.
I bought Moderna and Novavax, and honestly, like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but
Right.
I was in high school at the time, but
Yeah.
like I saw them, I was like, fuck it, I kind of want to buy those two.
It makes
So I told-
sense.
I told my dad to buy Moderna and Novavax. I bought Novavax at $8. You saw it. You saw it.
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
Yo, W advice.
I wish
W advice.
I wish I did that. You know, now when I had like been like
Money to put in.
Yeah, instead of putting in like $100 or something.
Right,
but-
it would have been like
Yeah.
$100 would have turned into
Yeah.
like 1,000.
Right.
1,000 would have turned into 100,000.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, but that was. I mean, it was basically luck. I mean,
Right.
It's like generally like, oh, it's a vaccine
Well, honestly,
company.
you know
like,
what I tell people during that time, even though people thought the market tanked,
Yeah.
those 2 years, 2020 and 2021, almost 96% of all companies on the market like made money. So you could have
Really?
literally closed your eyes and thrown a fucking dart at the
Yeah.
wall and made money.
Yeah.
You just had to be willing to invest.
Yeah. Not good. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
participate.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
the only thing I lost money on was Coinbase's IPO.
Yeah.
Because I got hyped about that IPO and
Yeah.
they had such a high listing for the IPO and a lot of shares were already allocated. So like you think you're buying it at this price, and even if you sit there refreshing, once you finally buy, it's like 20%
Yeah,
more, and
yeah.
all the fucking profit is gone.
Yeah.
So
Coinbase has been doing well though recently. Right?
yeah,
Like last year or so. Like,
yeah, no, it's been coming back, but it's still never hit the same high.
Has it really?
It's never
Wow.
hit the same high as this IPO.
Damn.
Yeah, because this IPO was like
Yeah, it was-
300 something.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like, so like they've been like crawling back, but it's just not. It's not what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like half. Like honestly, that's like half my plan is just make enough money to put back into the market.
Mark in the market.
That's a cool ass fucking
Poncho.
poncho, bro. That shit is sick. That shit is sick. That's the word on the street.
Doesn't this guy have aura? Bro.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
What's your name, by the way, man?
Will.
Sam.
Sam?
Sam.
Good
Nice to meet you, man.
I know a few Sams. I know
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel-
Samuel Adams.
Well, yeah, but I got like 5 people, I think 5 or 6 that I know. like,
Really?
yeah, I got like.
You got like a
3
gang of Sams.
I got like 3 friends that are Sams. I got a guy I know from something else who's Sam. A family member Sam. Yeah, classic name.
Yeah.
Sam and Will. All right, so you got the protest later today. What's I mean, you're not in school yet, so what's any plans for the summer? Just having
Yeah,
fun?
no. I have a bunch of workshops that I'm
Okay.
doing. I have my art exhibit out on Governor's Island.
Oh, really?
Escaping Time NYC.
What
It's
day?
on Saturdays and Sundays
Okay.
from 11 to 5 every every weekend this summer till August.
Cool.
Out on Governor's Island. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Nolan Park.
Nolan Park.
House 8B.
8B.
A shameless plug.
Yeah. Hey. Go for it. Yeah. We don't have a hugest audience, but
Hey, man.
Hey, mate. If someone goes to
someone's
that,
watching,
if someone goes to that from
and
this,
they're
that'd
like,
be cool.
"Yo, I saw you
That would
on
be cool.
What's the word on the street?"
Yeah,
Like,
You never know.
Hey, and then I can post that, and then the content
Hey,
just keeps rolling,
exactly.
baby.
Keep going.
What is your following?
We got 700.
I'm out of here.
We got 700 on Instagram. We got like 350 on YouTube. So,
There you go. Yo,
Hey,
yo,
we combined to 1,000.
that YouTube algorithm for small time streamers
YouTube
right
is-
now
yeah,
is pumping it.
I
I'm
feel like-
telling you, you should do live streams.
I was saying, someone was telling me that the other week, and I did my first live on Sunday, not here, just like
Right, yeah,
just
yeah.
literally me fucking talking to the
Right,
camera in my
right.
room. But some people, like we had like 2 people watching. I was going
Yeah.
back and forth to the guy. Yeah, they were saying the same thing. Like YouTube, and I've noticed like it's Instagram. I think there's more people trying to do Instagram than YouTube.
Right.
Like,
But the YouTube algorithm for live streaming right now,
Yeah.
especially if you have low like viewers or followers right
Yeah.
now,
It's
they are
crazy.
literally pumping it to the front page of everyone's thing.
Yeah.
Like I'll log on to YouTube and I'll see someone that has like 100 views,
Yeah.
and like 30 followers. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this on my front page
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now, bro? Like,
Bro, maybe
it's good. I mean, it's good for small town people.
Next word on the street, we'll do it live, maybe.
Next word on the street has to be live.
Because I was
And
thinking
you should
about
do
that.
YouTube and Twitch.
YouTube and Twitch. Oh, at the same time.
Yeah, bro.
Could do that. Yeah. Because I was
IRL. This is IRL. This is IRL. This
It
is what IRL for.
No, people like the IRL. I was thinking, because I was thinking about that, because last week and
You
today,
even got the night. You got 2 mics too.
yeah, we got the 2 mics. We're chilling. But I was thinking, we film it usually, but I was like, hey, what if I live stream it? I guess, I definitely could do
Because
it.
if you live stream it, you're gonna get the random things like him just walking over.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
talking,
exactly.
Okay, maybe you can edit some of that out, but
Right.
if it's a live stream, people are just gonna get so engaged.
Exactly,
Like, yo, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah,
Yo, in chat, yo, what's up with the guy with the hoodie?
Yeah. It's back and forth, and
Right.
I really think
It's better engagement.
Because obviously, like this, you could live stream it for
Right.
sure.
Easy.
Thing is, there's usually a bit of time in between, but I can
Yeah,
just,
like
I
a
can just
5
fucking.
second delay or something like
Well,
that.
no, I mean between people who come,
Oh, yeah.
But I can talk to the cameras,
Right.
So
right.
and that way, and ideally, you're able to interact, back and forth, going with
And
people.
then even if someone doesn't come and it's like a minute, we're gonna walk around and find someone.
Exactly,
And,
yeah,
do
yeah.
some, see what crazy shit it is. It doesn't just have to be the word on the street. It
Yeah.
could be yo, what's the view of the street? What's
Exactly.
the street look like right now?
Yeah, just anything. You're basically
this
hanging
is
out.
what's happening on the street.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Happening on the street.
Happening
and
on the
word
street. Yeah, we're transition. We're
Right.
We're done with word on the street. Now we'll see what's happening.
Now we're gonna go see what's happening.
I think I'm gonna try that. I think I'll do
Yeah.
it because I do agree. I think it is also I usually post I try and put the full unedited all of the
Right.
conversations in one video. But if I live stream, it's the same thing. It's easier.
Less editing.
Yeah,
You can probably put out more content and just make them vlogs.
Yeah, exactly. And I can still
And then
get
you can
clips.
edit short content from the vlogs
Yeah.
and make TikToks and short form videos that are just boom, boom, boom. Take the best hot shots from it.
Yeah.
Boom. Link.
I think we might have to do that.
Yeah.
Next word on the street is gonna be live.
That's right.
You heard it here
Live.
first.
You heard it here first.
And that is ideally if you get people interacting with you in the chat, it's it's fun. It's back and forth.
and you start getting people can ask their person a question
Yeah,
ask them about this, ask them what happened with this,
Yeah.
where do you get the big ass scar on his
Right,
face?
yeah.
Prison, shit like that.
I mean, yeah, just with anything, ideally the more people involved, the more back and forth.
Right.
It's just more fun. It's more interesting. So
Content's content, baby.
Yeah.
Especially when it's good and interactive.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that matters. You gotta think people play fucking video games.
Yeah, exactly.
Thousands and thousands of viewers.
Yeah.
Thousands. Live
Right.
viewers.
Yeah.
So
I mean, sometimes it's just because they're super good, but usually it's because it's you're talking, you're going back and forth.
Exactly. You're just talking, going back and
So
forth.
if you're doing that and you have someone else here, it's bro, it's
no brainer.
And
you're in this park
Well,
or in
this
this
is
city.
a perfect
in this
place to do
city,
it.
In this park,
perfect place
this
to do
is-
it. Perfect place.
You can't beat it.
I think I'm gonna have to do it.
I'm gonna look forward to that,
Hey.
man. I'm looking forward to that. I might have to stop by, see where you post it
We're
up.
here. We should be here every Saturday, except next Saturday. I'm going to Atlanta.
Hey,
which should be interesting. I haven't been, but
nice.
every Saturday, and
They got a huge ass airport.
oh really?
It literally has a subway in it.
Damn. I heard.
I swear to God, bro. You have to take a subway from the different terminals.
I heard. I was talking to a guy earlier. He said they have something called a belt line or something. I don't know. It's an area kind of but basically you're saying it's an area where everyone hangs out.
Yeah.
I was saying, I could do this. And he said,
Oh, yeah.
He said if you do this there, you're not gonna run out of people. They're gonna be lining up just because there's so many people. It's that environment.
Right.
So I'll try and do that.
Nah, you definitely
that would be
should.
fun. I got
What's the word on the street from Atlanta? I'm from New York.
edition. Exactly. So I'm gonna try and do that. I'm there for 2 days.
Right,
I
right.
got stuff to do, but probably gonna make it happen. But
Nice.
here every Saturday, and maybe I'll start doing Sundays too.
Nice.
But-
So what do you do besides this?
I go to Cornell.
Okay.
Next year is my last year.
Nice.
I'm doing an internship here over the summer. So
Nice.
I've
What
been
do you go for?
I'm-
Finance?
Yeah. Well, I study math, but I'm working in finance. Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So I do that during the week, and then Saturdays like I'm here.
Nice,
So, yeah.
nice.
Yeah, and
Nice.
it's fun. I think it's a good balance.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Focus, work hard during the week, then come hang out Saturday.
Right.
And it's good. Like
Vibes.
I was saying earlier, this is so good because it's last. I was here last summer, but I would, they have the chess hustlers over there.
Yeah.
I play chess, so I would hustle people. I would. I was a chess hustler, and so that was fun.
Yo,
That
they
was-
always try to get me to play, and I'm like, yo, I played you fucking hustlers 8 years in prison. I'm not doing it out here.
Yeah, you gotta. You're not gonna win money.
Right. Yeah, you're never gonna win.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll take my queen off. I said, I bet you would.
yeah. But I did that last summer, and this summer I'm doing this. But the similar thing about both of them is you're just outside, you're hanging out, you're in the park. With that too, you're talking to people, you're meeting people. But I was gonna say the biggest thing is like you're just not. It's a good reset because you're not on your phone. You're not no screens.
You're actually interacting
no
with
work.
people. Right.
Yeah, I just spent the whole day in the park. I'm talking to people. I'm outside. Like it's
It's
good.
It's a very good like level out baseline.
Yeah, exactly.
Like because trust me, I know the fucking work week's probably hectic.
Yeah, I mean, and I like what I'm doing, and it's not crazy over the top like some
Right,
finance stuff.
right.
They work you to death.
Yeah.
For me, I'm in a good spot.
Right.
And I like it, but yeah, you're focused. You're doing stuff. but-
You're locked into that.
Yeah,
That's what you're doing.
exactly. And and then I gotta go like exercise after and everything.
Right.
Edit videos, but just hanging out in the park all day, outside talking to people, no screens, like it's great.
It's way better.
Okay, if you tried to do it every day, you might be like a bit like, all right, bit
Yeah,
bored, but-
it would be a little much every day.
Yeah, but once or twice a week, 3 times a week.
It was crazy. I saw 15 people lying down in the park yesterday in that little area, and 13 of them were just on their phone.
On the phone? Like
I was like,
on
no,
scrolling. like-
yeah, scrolling, stuck on their phone. I'm like, you're lying in a park.
Yeah, yeah,
Scroll on your couch.
Yeah,
like it was gorgeous yesterday too.
Yeah.
It wasn't raining. It was fucking
Yeah,
beautiful.
it was nice.
And people are just sitting there like, you came to the park to look at Netflix?
Yeah, it's like
That's corny, bro.
it is, but also like if you're gonna be doing that, probably better to do it in the park, right?
And that is
so,
the
hey,
argument that I
yeah.
can't,
Yeah.
I do think of that. I do look at things from all sides.
Maybe
So
they're
I was like, you know what? It's better than being inside.
Right.
You get some vitamin D, even
Exactly.
if you're watching your Netflix.
Maybe they're like, I'm today. I'm just gonna, do fucking nothing. I'm gonna scroll all day.
Right.
Man, I'll at least go to the park.
I'll at least go to the park.
I'll at
and
least be
scroll.
outside. I'll at least,
Right,
at least
right.
get some sun on
I'll
my
give
face.
that. I'll give that. All right, I take back my judgment. I take back my judgment.
Yeah, but it is also like you're laying in the park
Yeah,
showing. But it's both. That's kind of like
it's
anything.
it's like little steps.
Exactly. It depends how you look at it. Kind of like anything.
Right.
Yeah.